a conversation that was about my daughter and like what my daughter going on. And because the one thing, even though me and my baby mamas don't get along like that,
Right.
um, if it's something that's really going on with my kids, I'm always got an open ear.
Right.
But the problem with the mother of my kids is they think, because she kind of like my son mother, they think that they can
Right.
come snitch on my kids, and I'm just gonna be like, "Yep, you
Running,
right.
hustling.
Let me
Yeah.
go get on their ass. Let me go dig in their ass on this." No, just like you called
Right.
me and told me your side of what they doing, I'm gonna listen to my fucking kids.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to my fucking kids because I know you, their mothers.
Mm-hmm.
So with other people who don't really, and I hate that shit. I hate because women and both of my baby mamas do this. They like to talk to me in front of other motherfuckers.
That's
And
weird.
if you think for 1 second you finna talk to me about my kids in front of other motherfuckers just so you can have a bandwagon and think
Yeah.
I'm gonna let
Have
you talk
support.
crazy about my fucking kids. Yeah, and talk crazy, and then they think that they could talk crazy with you because you out your fucking mind, bro. Fuck
Mm.
y'all. Fuck y'all. You don't know my kids and you don't know what the fuck they've been through with this person. You
Right.
you just another new person that because my baby mamas steady rotate men in and out of their fucking kids' life. That's just
Right.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
So you think because you this new person you got in your life, because they come and agree with you, that I'm supposed to be like, oh, she must be right. Now fuck you. And fuck them.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm taking my fucking kid's side. Now that I see that you got you a little group of people here and you want to have a little audience, and now I know my kid's telling the truth. Because
Right.
what parent talks about their kids' flaws in front of
In
other
front of other
motherfuckers,
mother.
especially when I don't even know these motherfuckers? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know these motherfuckers. So why would I be
You
okay?
just
And the crazy part, my other baby mama did it too. I'm sitting here, she
mm.
trying to tell me about my daughter and stuff, and I'm really trying to listen and you know not be. But then I hear a motherfucker in the background echoing some bullshit like, "Oh yeah, da." And I'm like, "Man, who the fuck is that?" She's like, "Oh, that's
At a
just a
Nate,
friend." Okay,
at a Nate
see, now I
suggestions and
know.
shit.
Now, yeah, trying to make it like women are weird. I never get on the phone
Mm-hmm.
to talk about my kids. Why? And you my brother, but I'll be like, all right, bro,
Right.
I'm gonna step out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might come back and have a conversation with you about what we talked about
Get stuck.
because
Yeah.
you know intimate situations that you know both of my baby mamas intimately. Like, you know
Right.
our dynamics very close.
Mm-hmm.
But some random people that you just becoming friends. I don't care how long you've been friends with them since me and you start really rocking with each other. They still don't know the shit that I know, and they still don't know the person that you are because, of course, both of my baby mamas are. They like to build these fake ideas of what they is to other
Fake
people to make it seem
scenarios.
like
Yep.
this is what it is. Because you
Yep.
do it. Yeah, you do it with me. So why would I not suspect that you would do it with my fucking kids?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Are they on the
they
way
get
to?
mad though because they're like, "Oh, you just believe
Yeah.
what?"
I say that's the only way they can reach him through the kid.
Yeah, but
What they
then
want to do
I
to
hate that
you.
the only time you want to call. Go ahead, I'm listening. You say what they want to
No,
do to
they
me.
finna say that what they want to do to you, they just pass down to the kids.
Exactly.
Like,
And what I hate though is that I hate that you will like I said, the one thing about the mother of my kids, and this is what I hate the
mm-hmm.
most, you only reach out to me when they fucking up.
Right.
I have to build my own relationship with my kids by reaching. And the bad part and what they be mad about is my kids, like my son and my daughter both talk to me. If they have access to me, like on a regular,
They use it.
they'll talk
Yeah.
to me every fucking day.
Right.
They'll use it. My son, and that's why I fuck my kids. We got a special bond. I don't care what motherfuckers try to make it seem. My
Mm-hmm.
son let me know, hey dad, whenever I do get a chance to be able to talk, I'm gonna call you. He was like, you already know, because you my G. I'm gonna
Right.
call you first, G. Like he just like, you know what I'm saying? because that's the relationship we got. Same with my daughter. Like I was telling her, because and then the crazy part is my baby mamas, they get mad too because everything they tell me, I let my kids know we're not gonna do this because me and you not cool. You don't get to have private conversations, which ain't even private because you motherfuckers always got somebody
Bring
in
an
the
audience.
background.
Yeah.
You always got, yeah, you always bring an audience, but then you want to have a private conversation and it got to be private on my end. So like, oh, kind of like don't talk to my kids about what y'all said type shit. Nah, best believe everything you say to me, I'm gonna go ask them because I don't just believe you.
Right.
So I'm a listen to you and I'm gonna listen to them and I'm gonna find where the lies at. And then
Find the
I'm gonna
middle
make my own
ground.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own decision. But the crazy part about it is, especially with with Danielle, my daughter called me. Like I said, and then I'm gonna tell you how crazy my baby mama is. So boom,
Yeah.
I'm already giving her grace, and we just I'm because me, I don't carry hate in my heart like that. I
Right.
ain't gonna be nasty to you just because you've been nasty to me. Cool.
Exactly.
So I'm giving you grace by we having a conversation, we chopping it up. Okay, cool. I'm letting you
Mm-hmm.
get it off your chest. Cause I would like to be able to have a real relationship with you that circles around our kids.
Yeah.
But you worried about the wrong thing because now who that in the background? First of all, you called me and I told you when you first called me, I'm at work. It's not like, but it's not like I got you on speaker. You're in my
Right.
ear. Like, so people
Yeah.
can't hear what you're saying. But you're so
I
worried. But the
think.
only reason you're worried about who's in the room is not because you care who
Right.
listening. You care
Uh-huh.
that the fact that they're
It's a
women. You
female
hear a
tonight.
bunch of women in the background. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
actually
that's
having
why
a
she called.
conversation. Yeah, that is because they female. So I'm having
And it probably
conversations.
was a surprise
See,
call. I
I'm
bet
having
you it was a
conversations.
surprise call. It
No,
bet you it
nigga,
was a
that's what I'm telling you.
surprise
It's a
call.
surprise call. She stole my she called me from my daughter's line, nigga. Of course it's a surprise. Like I
She want
said,
to
me and
know
her haven't
who's
talked for
there.
4 years.
What time frame was it?
Ain't nobody here. Look. It was
Right.
nigga, this time I was at work.
Mm.
It was this time early in the morning, nigga. I literally just it was like I want to say it had to be like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Like
Mm.
I'm just getting in the office, I'm setting up my shit. And
Yeah.
unlike other people, even before I actually clock in, once I open my door, you're welcome to come in.
Right.
And I let I'm gonna show you, like, I'm gonna show you my office. Like, my office big as shit. I got
Yeah.
snacks for motherfuckers, cakes, shit, got a TV, got a Xbox for motherfuckers to want to play on. I got
Right.
chairs, couches, you know what I'm saying? Got a beautiful view. Most people just like coming to my office because of the fucking view.
Got a
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
derby couch.
Yeah. Well, I'm a counselor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a vet counselor. I'm dead
Mm-hmm.
serious. I'm a vet counselor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a vet. I'm a vet correspondent. Like I work with the vets,
Right.
and so I get a lot of vets that come in. Some of them be trauma. Some of them got trauma. Some of them just want to relax. Some want to just come
Mm.
in here and do homework. But it be more women now. Like we're getting more and more women coming in. But it ain't never nothing but straight business. You know me. It's just business. Like coming here. So, but
Right.
she's getting mad because you over friendly as fuck. Why would that even matter to you that who I'm friendly
Exactly.
with when we haven't spoken in 4 years? You done had multiple men over this time.
Mm.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I know because my daughter tells me every fucking thing.
Yeah.
So why does it matter? Because who are able to go to work and not have any kind of opposite sex contact in the
Mm.
world we live in now? You going to I'm like and like, but it's so weird because like, why does you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be talking to me about my daughter. That's why you called. You called to
Right.
try to tell me about my daughter, but you're worried about because you hear women in the background and we laughing and joking and you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be mean as fuck to everybody. What first of all, bitch, I'm not in a relationship and I'm not in a relationship with you. And But that's but that's the dynamic is. Like it's okay for you to go out and do what the fuck you want to do, sleep with it, whoever you want to build your own life. But the instant that it seems like I might be getting happy, or this instance you might see somebody might be interested in what I got the fuck going on. Now is she got so mad, bro. Let me tell you, and I know she'll make it seem like she'll try to play it off like she wasn't mad. She got so mad because she kept hearing women in the background that she hung up on me like I would give a fuck. Like she hung up like, oh, like I didn't call you. You called me at work. You lucky that I'm keeping the conversation going because everybody in the thing was like, oh, you know, they put their headphones on like, hey, whatever. But they'll, you know, if they got questions, we got some, they're gonna talk to me. But you know, they kind of, you know, we as most of us, we mind our fucking business.
Right.
So then boom. So then she starts sending me, like, I don't know why the first picture that she sends me, because she was like, I'm gonna send you a video of your daughter and what's going on. Cool, whatever. Because she thought that my daughter didn't tell me, but I was like, no, she was honest. She told me exactly what the fuck happened. She told me everything. Everything you're telling me, I already know. She told me.
Yeah.
She was like, but I guess she was like, if you see the visual, it'll make you, I guess, change my outlook. I don't know. So, but the first video, the first thing she sends is a picture of herself. How did you send a picture? Like I don't.
To start it off.
Almost certain.
The cover page.
I'm almost certain that I'm almost 100% certain that's an old picture and it's a photo. You done fixed that picture.
Photoshopped it, yeah.
Because I done known you for you know, Bo. I don't know her for more than 20-some years. Like even just because I haven't seen you in 4 years doesn't mean that you done did a. Because believe me, if you made some kind of drastic change, my daughter would have let me know. Like whatever. Then she started telling me how, you know, she been sick, been in and out of the hospital, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, you look like you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. But she keep like, oh yeah, you know, I was in the hospital for this long. Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Okay, you've been in the hospital. You seem fine. Worried, like concerned. I hope that everything is going well with you. I hope that like your surgeries, nothing bad happens with it. I hope, because like I said, I don't have any ill will for either one of my baby mamas. Like I really don't. I don't care though. And me not caring is just like me having ill will for them in their eyes. You feel me? But then like I digress. I'm gonna move on so we can get to the meat of, and you hear you, bro. You sound like far away, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me see. How about now? Let me bring it a little
on
closer.
Your end. Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, bring your mic a little closer. Yeah. But so boom. So I get home from work. Because you know I had work in class yesterday. I get home from class, and my daughter hit me up. Like, hey, did you talk to my, she's like, you know, kind of like, hey, did you talk to my mom on my page? I'm like, yeah, nigga. Weird as fuck. She called me from your page. I didn't know. She started trying to snitch on you about things, telling me that you've been lying to me and blah blah. And she was like, Dad, you know, if whatever I tell you is what I need. If I need money for this, I need money for this. I don't, you know, she's like, you have made me feel like I don't need to lie to you. So if I was telling you, if I was still with the boy, you know, I'll tell you like da. And she's like, I was gonna tell you that I did come to Jacksonville before, because she was like this, you know, I come to Jacksonville. And I was like, yeah, but you know, and it ain't even like I'm trying to tell on their mama. I'm just like, hey, if you lie to me, if you taking my money and use it for this boy, just let you know you can't hide that shit. I'm a know. And you already got a sleeper cell in your goddamn group who giving information to the enemy, I guess, if you look at it like that. And she was just laughing like, nah, you know, but my daughter, she just like me. The first day she said, you know what? I'm finna call her right now. I'm finna see what, if she, because she knows she lied. She like, because you know, she was like, oh, my daughter stole some money from her to give to a boy and all kind of weird shit. So, you know, and I just be listening. I don't be judging my daughter, and I don't even be judging my baby mama, even though I know my baby mama has a tendency to lie.
Right.
You know, and my daughter, she has a tendency to lie too. But like I think like I told her, we're in a better place where I don't think she has to lie like how she used to. Because the difference between my baby mama lying to me and my daughter lying to me, my daughter's lying to me out of shame. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? She's
Yeah.
ashamed of what she's done and where she's at. So she doesn't want me to see that part of her, even though she knows I'm gonna accept you no matter what. Well, I might not accept what you're doing, but my
Right.
love with you for never change. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, I'm gonna call her. So of course she messaged him on like, why you lying to dad saying da da da. She like, nah, she didn't say she didn't lie about the rest of the stuff. The only thing she said that she didn't say was, oh, I didn't say you stole $100 from me. And in my mind, I'm like, why would I make that shit up? Why would I make up the
Where
fact
would
that
I
you
hear
like?
that
How would I
from?
even know something like that? Where would I hear that from? Why would I just come up with that random number? And I was just
Yeah.
like, but I even told my daughter, I was like, it don't even matter, boo. I'm not telling you this so you can, because I really want my daughter and her mom, just like my son and his mom, to
Right.
coexist peacefully.
Yeah.
But I understand why they can't coexist peacefully. And not saying that my kids have nothing to do with it, but it's definitely the trauma that they receive from their mother and how they've been raised by them.
Let me ask you this though.
So I have, go ahead. And lean the mic in a little more, bro.
Yeah. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
My
you. I
delay.
hear you. It still seems kind of low though, like your mic ain't as loud as it should be for some reason.
I don't know what it is. Cause mine, I sound loud
Hold
as
on.
hell on mine.
So, but it might just be. I really be thinking it'd be Riverside, bro. That really be
It do.
having the problem, not us.
Do your son and
But go ahead and ask your question.
yeah, your son, your daughter, they get a chance to hang out, meet each other, and see each other, communicate with each other.
Not as much as they used to when I was still, really active with their moms. So
Right.
not as much over the last like 3 years, but they definitely been around each other a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They definitely fought with each other. They so much alike, but so different that it's funny. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? My son and then I keep them. I keep both of them informed about each other. I
Yeah.
let my son know what my daughter is up to. I let my daughter know what my son up to. You know what I'm saying? I like to make sure that they have. And like the problem is, both of my kids' moms take their phones from them, or don't give,
Right.
or won't pay for their bill and stuff like that. Because if
Mm.
like I bought my son a phone and his mama broke my shit. I should be on her ass for that.
Yeah.
Taking ass to court for my fucking $600-700 iPhone that she fucking cracked. But I
Mm.
digress. That's a whole nother story. Like I said, the only reason she broke it, and then what I hate about women is it's okay for all these men that you just be fucking and having babies with to give
Right.
my kid, my son, whatever he want, like not whatever he want, but whatever they feel like he want. But
Yeah.
anything come from me, I need to check in with you before he get that shit. And if I give it to him without checking in with you now, you feel like I disrespected you, or you want to just destroy my shit, and then you want to be like, women are weird, bro. Like
Yeah.
women are weird. First of all, bitch, I'm never gonna check in with you to talk to my kids. Either
Right.
one of my baby mamas. I'm not that kind of nigga. I don't care what the fuck you think. So
Mm.
we gonna always bump heads on that. If you think that I need to check in with you to talk or do be a part of my son's life, it's just wild. But if they had phones like that, then we would meet. We'll be in group chats together. We would be talking to each other just as much as we talk to each other separately. Because
Yeah.
and that's one of the because my daughter want me to put her on her phone plan, put her on my phone plan and get her phone. And one of the only reasons I want to do that is so that we can have better access to each other with my son
Mm.
and be able to talk. You know, she don't have to only call me when she around Wi-Fi or around some kind of
Yeah.
shit like that. So yeah, but yeah, yeah, it's weird. Like I said, the relationship between men and women, especially, and then, like I said, I don't know why. Because I don't know if they bitter. I really just think is I won't do what the fuck they say, and I won't change. And that's the biggest problem with me and my baby mamas. I refuse to be a yes man or a beta man for you. I don't give a fuck. But I'm cool with all
I
your other
think
niggas being that.
Yeah,
I'm cool
she
with
probably me knowing
being
how
what they are, even
females
though I
are.
think they bitch made.
Yeah,
Hmm?
me knowing how
That's just my
females are.
personal opinion of them though. But I don't hate them,
Yeah,
Bo, and I don't want to try to cause problems. But it's just like I feel like if you a man and you just go with whatever, even if it wasn't a relationship type, any man
right.
that just go with what women say just because you fucking on them,
Hmm.
and you'll let your girl knowing that she's saying the wrong shit and knowing that you wouldn't want the shit that yo she's doing to anybody else, you wouldn't want her doing it to you. You a
Right.
bitch ass nigga to me.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't see how you can't not be a whole ass nigga if you just let this bitch doing it. And then I hate when niggas try to. And I'm gonna let you talk, Bo. I'm just like
Yeah, you good.
venting from what's going on because we don't get to talk as much, and I
Yeah.
just I like to keep you informed because you're my brother. But like I said, I don't dislike her husband, like my son's husband. I think he a okay dude. I used to thought he was a better man than what he was. He got ties to other people in my family through the military because they done known each
Yeah.
other. And I spare him, and he probably think he be sparing me too. I don't know, but I be sparing them because like
Yeah.
you know me, Bo. Come on, bro. You know it ain't never a problem to have a problem with me. And I'm usually
Right.
the one that's gonna solve that motherfucking problem. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
hate a motherfucker who act like they know my son and know the things that go on with their daughter just from the little time that they been with this person. Well, your son be acting like this and he be disrespectful. His mama is disrespectful as fuck. I don't know if you know that or not. And you do know that because I've been around you with her and you know how she is. So I hate a
Right.
motherfucker that try to be like, well, he need to be. No, nigga, what he need to do is keep being who he is. And what you need to do is mind your fucking business when it comes to that kind of shit. And
Right.
motherfuckers love to use that. Oh, but that's my wife. Okay, your wife gonna get you fucked up because that's my baby mama and that's my son. Now I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what you do with my baby mama.
Right.
But if you think that you finna be constantly putting your hands on my son, nigga, because she told you, I'm gonna put you in the grave, bro.
But think about
And
it
I'm okay
though.
with that, bro. And I know I didn't say that shit on social media, but I'm gonna put you in the
Hmm.
grave, bro. Keep putting your hands on my son. Keep acting like you that big ass nigga because you in the military. And I ain't in
Right.
the military. I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about none
Yeah.
of that. But I'm telling you, if my son keep calling me about some bullshit, bro, it ain't gonna end well for you or her. And it won't end well
Yeah.
for me. And then they're fucked up because now my son done lost 3 people in his life that he probably need. You know what I'm saying? I know he
Yeah.
fucking need me. I'm not big on whether or not he need his mama and that other nigga, but yeah, nigga, that's the kind of place I'm willing to take that shit for my kids, bro. Like I don't allow people to talk crazy about my kids in front of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know my kids can be whatever, but that shit is to me is like bitch made when you go and try to be talking to random motherfuckers who really don't know the trauma of what my
Hmm.
kids done been through, and you think that it's okay to laugh and have your opinion because this woman right here let you do it. I'm not them kind of niggas
Yeah.
and that's what I be wanting whoever her friends and them people know. I'm not like the other niggas that you done met that she been fucking with. She know that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, you're not gonna talk crazy about my kids in front of me and think that because you got a group of people choir chatting in the background that now I'm finna fold and be scared, nigga. Because like when I went to when I told you when I went all the way to Virginia, I
Yeah.
was okay with letting that shit shake in their house.
Right.
I just didn't want my people because some of my people was sitting in the car. And see, that's what I did. I left my people in the car.
Mm.
I brought people with me too. I could have brought people in the house and we could have had this. And my female cousin, she wanted that shit to shake off. She been wanting to put her hands on my baby mama for a minute. A couple of my family members did. My sisters, they want to put their hands on her. I be sparing her because I'm like, man, it ain't even worth putting your hands on her because I know her. That bitch ain't got no hands. She ain't never really fought nobody. She grew up prissy. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't need you to whoop her ass, bro. Like, life gonna fuck her up the right way when it happens. Like, she might be blessed with money and material things, but her losing her relationship with her son, and like I told her, once he able to leave, nigga, he ain't never coming back to you. So you might want to fix how you act because
Right.
you're gonna need him when you get old. And you think just because you popping out all these kids, like one of them gonna take that. And I know that's how women think. Oh, one of
Yeah.
my kids gonna take care of me. If the rest of them don't love me, I'm a roll the dice, and one of them gonna fuck with me. Okay, keep playing
Mm.
that game. Keep playing that fucking game, bro. And like I said, I remember I told my homegirl, I don't got no sympathy for my baby mamas no more. I used to, you know me, boy. I used to not talk bad about my baby mama, and I don't even think I'm talking bad about them. I'm just being 100% honest with who they are.
Right.
But I used to wouldn't even when people would be like, "Oh, well, why you let your baby mama?" Hey, man, I don't even mind, bro. I just let them have it because, like I
Yeah.
said, to be honest with you, and you know this, I never wanted to be with my baby mamas. All my baby mamas wanted would to be with me. They
Mm.
all pursued me. I didn't pursue none of my baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? So why would
Yeah.
I have to be in my feelings for somebody that I didn't want in the first place who wanted me and be pushing pressure on me and force me to be with them? Why the fuck would I have to lie about that? Why the fuck would I have to make fake narratives about a motherfucker who wanted me? And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like people like, oh, you sound like a narcissist, you sound bitter. What the fuck I gotta be bitter for? I never wanted them. And I told them
Yeah.
straight up, man, hey, you might be better off to find another nigga because I'm not that dude. That
Yeah.
made them want me more, I guess.
Mm.
But I digress. Hey, happy Friday, live
Happy
from the office.
Friday.
Shout out to the Talk to Your
Yeah.
Podcast people, bro. They like to start the podcast when we just having. Hey, this nigga bro love to start the podcast in the middle of me just talking to him about my shit, bro. He turned it into the actual podcast.
That's what it is, man. Welcome to the conversation.
hmm
Welcome to the conversation, man.
But I don't give a fuck, bro. I definitely don't care about spilling my truth about a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to relationships, because like I said,
I
and the
meant to
sad
send you
part
some
is, bro,
stuff, man.
I be, hey, I got no. Don't send me shit until I give you my new address, because you'll send
No,
some
no,
shit
no. I'm
without
talking
letting
about
me
through
know,
text, through a
and then
text, through
because I
text, through
still,
text, through text.
okay, because I'm like, I still want that chair. You should. Did you report that the chair was not delivered and got your shit back when you sent me that chair?
Nah, I forgot all about that shit.
How the fuck I told you to do it, man? You tripping, man? Go get your money back for that.
'Cause I thought
Man,
you,
go
I
get your
thought you were
fucking
gonna
money
go
back
check
for
and
that
see
chair
if
so you can send me another
it was
chair.
there.
I
I thought you
did,
gonna
nigga. That
see
bitch,
it,
what
man.
you sit a big ass chair, nigga. That shit wasn't there. That bitch was gone.
Mother got that shit on.
Because you remember you told me 2 days late, anyways. By the
Yeah,
time you remembered that you had sent the shit, it had been delivered. You was like, oh, that shit been delivered. I'm like, when? You was like 2 days
yeah,
ago. But yeah, nigga, that shit gone. Oh, but you meant to send me a text message. Okay.
yeah. I was talking to Tay earlier, man. Tay was talking, chatting it up earlier, whatever, man. And I had sent him some shit to show like the shit I be talking about, how motherfucker ain't shit. Motherfucker do not be shit, man. But
Okay. What you mean by that?
no, the normal shit. So it was this one chick, right? We'll talk to whatever. And it's like and she usually like a mother that I hit up like, maybe once every 2 or 3 months or whatever, right? And this and that,
Yeah.
whatever. So I knew like she's like, oh, okay, let's hang out, blah blah. And never come through. Never come through, whatever, right? So on
Mhm.
my way back from my trip or whatever, right? I had got a text from like, oh. So she's like, oh, let's meet up there tomorrow. Like bet. So I'm like, hit it up with her, like, oh, what's up? No response. So today, Mo hit me up like, just like you're starting a conversation, like she ain't just been missing for a whole 24 hours. But I wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? So, cause it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, more, you know what I'm saying? I hit up every quarter or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? And I like, where you been? Like, with your boyfriend? And she was like, yeah. 'Cause you know how they you do two texts or whatever, then they respond. So you gotta verify which one you responded to. So I like, so why you asked to meet with me if you with your boyfriend, whatever? And she like, sorry. Then she sent me like, I ain't like unsolicited. And she had sent me a bunch of pictures of them together with her, right? And thank you, I ran up. So I would continue telling the story, but I'm gonna wait till he come back so he can hear my story or whatever, right? But basically, it's a run on of how when you live a certain lifestyle, right? And it become norm and the things you see. It become regular. Oh, hold on. It become regular of the type of stuff that you see and the type of stuff that you see in their lifestyle. So a lot of things that we speak on and the things that we talk about, we actually see these play out in real life. So these are not just words. Some people just come out and just say random words, put words together and say random story. But like a lot of stuff we talk about is pure experience. A lot of conversation comes directly and straight from things that have actually happened in life. Although you probably could go like hours talking about random stuff and random suggestions and random thoughts or whatever. But we go weeks and days and months just talk about stuff, random experiences that we actually even remember. We probably forgot more stuff than we actually went on. My bad, people check my message, but actually went on whatever because when you just experiencing life, you able to see what you see, know what you know. But there's a lot of people that haven't really experienced the thing that some will experience. Like a lot of stuff we can just go on and speaking off of knowledge, speaking off the tongue, speaking off what we see every day. But yeah, man, I'm finna see. I'm gonna hold off to my story because I want to hear my story. He probably having technical issues, so I ain't gonna continue my story and then have to retell my story for the people. But yeah, it took me a little trip to well, I'll go to Busan, man, and how should I say- but yeah, and compared to where I'm at now, it's like it's better there, but to me, it was more stuff to do. It had a little more stuff to offer. I wouldn't say deader there because it's whether some people prefer here more than there or whatever, but it was cool. It was a decent. It was entertaining, should I say, for the most part. Some people like, oh, why you come over here? But
Damn,
I'm
I'm
like,
back.
it's more to do. You back? All right, cool. I'll just revving off about my
Yeah, I don't
weekend.
know what happened.
Yeah, more just disappeared.
Yeah,
I
but you were
like finished
saying that
telling the
she said you finished it?
No,
Okay,
no,
all right.
I
Yeah.
had I had to go off on another story, man. I ain't want to finish, then have to retell, and yeah,
Oh,
so I was wait for it.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
where I
Okay,
left off at.
okay. I was like, man. You had said
Where
that
I left off.
well, the last thing I heard was you saying that you asked her why she had a man, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
calling
yeah, yeah,
you.
yeah.
and shit like
So
that.
I was like, so why you say you want to meet me if you with your boyfriend with her? And she like, well, I'm gonna break up with him tomorrow morning when he wake up. I like, why? Then she like, because he's dry in
Cause
bed.
he dry in
So she
bed. What the fuck does
she
that even
said that
mean? Dry
he's
in bed? Like he
dry
don't be
in
talking
bed.
nasty?
I don't fucking know what that means. That's what I'm trying to figure. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out too. What the fuck does that even
Yes,
mean?
I'm like,
Dry? Like he
I
don't
don't know
be
what the fuck
talking
that means.
nasty. She like that nasty talk.
I don't know, man. But
Hmm.
she's dry in bed. I think so. I don't know what that means. But
She say she when she be with you, you be saying it's Mr. Nasty time.
hey,
And that
Mr.
nigga just
Nasty
don't he just
Time.
be grunting and moaning.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And I'm like, and she like, do you still like me? I'm like, what? But I like, why you? I don't know. A lot of female like to play these games, say face game. Like we know what it is, right? And like when you know I'm calling you over to
Yeah,
smash, and you always want to say you miss me. Man, like, why we gotta play this game all the time? Like, yo, like just come through when I call you to come through. And thing about it is, I like, yo, so you at the crib? Cause it's like where she at now, like hours away, like an hour away with her, hour and a half, 2 hours away with her, right? And where she
yeah.
lived like 15, 20 minutes away from her, familiar with her, right? And she's like, yeah, well,
Okay.
I like, so where you at now? So I'm still here. He's sleep beside me. Like, why you texting me while you right beside? Like, motherfucker, me ruthless,
They
man.
disrespectful, man.
Disrespectful as shit.
They disrespectful.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, just. Then she had a nerve like, oh well. Here's what she went with, right? Here's what went with, right? She was like, well, do you still like me or something like that? I'm like, what type of question that? And why you like you all tell me you lied to me for no unnecessary reason. I mean, I didn't care. Thing about I cared enough, I could be like this, but I like I'll make sense, but like I didn't care enough to really know. Like when I hit you up and you never
Yeah.
show up or whatever, or you back out, like cool, but you
Exactly.
never really cared enough to like actually care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Cause y'all don't got nothing really like real. It's not real. Like we. It's not like we in a relationship. We just fucking.
right, just like oh shit, let me hit up see what you're doing for you know what I'm saying. But it's like then
Yeah.
she's like, oh well. Then she hit his thing. She was like, well, you know how they go through this, right? She said, well, I don't need a man right now. It's stressful and tiring, blah blah. I'm like, I don't want that bullshit. You
You
know they
having a conversation with a nigga that's not your man about not having a relationship with your man is crazy.
right. And then she sent me pictures of them, right? They're like, you ain't gotta send me pictures of the dude. Cause she just automatically, yeah, I got it. I said, yeah, oh, you with your boyfriend? She's like, yes. She like, sorry, I didn't tell you before, blah blah. Then she just sent me a whole bunch of pictures, like the picture they riding together, they on FaceTime or whatever. Got a name saved on those somebody love or some shit, whatever, right? And then they in the shower kissing and naked. I'm like, why you sending me
What?
all this shit? Like, you could have been said,
What?
yeah, you were boyfriend, but like, you didn't have to show me proof. Trevor, I would took your word
Nah,
for it, dog.
that hey, Bo, that bit might be a little. That bit might be a little freaky trying to convince you to come over and have a little. You know what I'm saying? She like, hey, that's what that sound
Don't
like.
get
That
me
sound like a
wrong, now.
motherfucker that's
Don't get
trying
me
to
wrong,
get.
she is freaky, right? Cause this one time,
That's what I'm saying. She sound like she a freak, bro. She sound
she
like she want
is
to
real
get pounded
freaky
by
though.
two people, bro.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
But like
she
this
trying
one
to.
time, she had a
She trying
cousin.
to.
She came
She
to the
trying to
crib
play
one time,
the.
right? She might be.
Oh,
But
okay.
this one time she came over, right? She called her cousin, whatever, right? And her cousin, that's the first time I met her cousin. She like, oh, she cute, blah blah blah. I'm like she alright, whatever. But she had retarded. I don't like she. I ain't gonna say she real retarded, but she just got on my nerve for some reason. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
But yeah, she was
she
like,
be
I
acting retarded.
smashed, and then she let her watch me smash. Then went out and shit. But she wasn't trying to get smashed. I was like, you boring.
Listen,
So she just sitting there watching and shit. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, she definitely a freak
listen.
though.
They like to make it seem like women ain't the freaky ones, and women don't. They want to make it. These women are so immoral. These women don't
Yeah,
have no morals, man. They show you all the immorals, and then they want you to treat them morally. Like,
on the same
no, bitch,
face.
I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
in that immoral space. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm gonna keep you right where I found you at in that immoral stance with your ass up with your homegirl watching and me
Right.
swapping out, because that's how we was. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because like I tell people all the time, I love that kind of shit. But don't then come message me talking about, oh, do you still like me? Of course, I like that pussy. I like
Right.
the way what you did for me, but I never liked it you like in like, oh, we got something special. Because that's
Right.
not how we presented each other. Like, why are you trying to present each other like we met and we was like friends and we was thinking about being something more? That's not how our shit
Yeah.
started. I don't know, but you like them. Hey man, hey, you be getting them babies, man. I can't wait to pull up on you, man. Because hey, listen, motherfuckers that know. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, you don't need to know. Bo
You
that
don't
nigga,
need
bro.
to
I keep trying
know.
to tell y'all. Bo love. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
that guy,
love,
man.
man.
That boy
I found out
love
some
the right way.
I found out some crazy, information stuff that come to me, man. It always been this way, right? It always been this way, right? Like stuff just come to me. Like it's Bluetooth to me, whatever, right? Information, whatever, right? So I was talking to this one
Information
chick.
love you.
I know, right? I'll talk to this one chick, right? She got a situation with her, right? And we know some mutual people with her, right? And we were talking about this one cause it was like in this place. I can't say all that cause then people start knowing. But we was in one place together with her, right?
Yeah.
And we know some of the same people with them. And we know the one person that like those part a lot, whatever. She's like, oh, like, yeah, I know, blah, blah. And she was like, well, he's with old girl, said her name with her. And I actually knew the girl he was with before, but I don't really know her name. So I'm like, yeah, is she small skin, blah, blah. And she sent the picture.
Yeah.
And the picture she
Oh,
sent,
they love why that's crazy.
right? You remember
Yeah.
when you said a smack when you hear one of them?
Yeah. Yeah. I
That was the
remember.
motherfucker there. That was the motherfucker there. Like, oh, small world.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, that's a smash or whatever. And they say that's a rumor. She like, oh, like the guy that's a rumor, whatever. Like, oh, I thought she had a situation with him. She's like, I don't know. Like, okay. And thing bad, like, it just came out of nowhere. I like, oh, okay. And I'm talking,
Yeah.
conversing with both of them, whatever, right? But she didn't know that I know her. So I was like, oh yeah, I know of her, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I found out like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's crazy. Small
It's
world.
definitely crazy, bro. Small, hey, listen. And people don't understand that. I think
Mm.
military people understand that better than most. That the world,
Right.
even though it's big as fuck, it's small as shit. That
Very
you'll be
small.
surprised how well connected you'll fuck around and be talking to somebody and then find out that they know somebody that you know, and especially when it comes to fucking with a female. Like, bro, these females get around like it ain't no tomorrow, bro.
And
Like
like
women want to act
so I
like
be
they're so
yeah.
inclusive,
hmm
and
And they
they really
think
not.
in
You,
the same situation, right?
mhm.
It might be too much. Let me see. Uh,
No, it's never too much. Go ahead and give it out. It's never too much. Go. It's never that. Don't ever
Oh
say that on
shit.
this podcast. It's never too much. Yeah, man.
So the same
Yeah.
motherfucker, right?
Nah.
The same one with they sent
Yeah.
that the picture of whatever, right? So
Yeah.
my part, my homie, my brother, right? Be hitting up every now and then, blah blah, whatever, right? But
Mhm.
she don't know that we know that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
they talking to whatever,
Yeah.
right? And she like, this nigga thing about it is, here's the thing though, right? Sh- Uh, she in the whole situation, right? As well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
thing about it, I think the more looking for more monkey branch, right? Motherfucker monkey branch. So motherfucker is
Yeah. Of
not
course.
gonna leave the
Yeah.
situation completely and to have a better or the same
Yeah.
type of situation waiting for him, whatever, right? So the
Yeah.
thing with me, right, when we hang out, you get that treatment while we together in the same space. If you're not in
Yeah.
the same space, same
Yeah.
atmosphere as me, you don't that treatment is no longer there. You're your own. You know what I'm saying? You only
Yeah.
get covered under my guidance, under
No
my
facts.
instruction.
It's only on site.
Yeah, on site,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
When you in my range of sight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's some
once
pimping
you
shit.
there, you know what I'm saying? So you don't get those nails there, especially we not in a relationship with her. We just, you know what I'm saying, do what we do. You don't get the nails done and all that and bills, all that shit. You don't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Cause with that comes, you're not allowed. With that come restriction. It come guidance. It
Yeah.
come things,
Facts.
certain things you're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
And she the type that she'll want the benefit of, but she want to be not told how to live a life. She want to know that thing they call herself an alpha female,
Yeah.
right? And it's thing about
Yeah.
it, with me, you're not gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna come because you're the type that don't like the cooking and cleaning stereotype or whatever. Not stereo that comes with that. She feels she above that. I
Oh
like,
yeah. She
nah,
don't want to be one of those girls. Yeah. Yeah. She don't want to be one of those
nah.
girls.
It's
She
doesn't
wants you
matter to
to.
me.
She wants you to pay for expensive dinners.
Right. And thing about it, so I like she wanted
Yeah.
that, whatever, but only thing with me, you're not getting that. So it kind of like, well, you not trying to do like thing about it, you can't put the carriage before the horse. You ain't showing me something that deserving of that
Exactly.
type of behavior. You want me to show you something to be more no. You have to show me that you're worth
Yeah.
having that done before that get done for like, no,
Yeah.
it's not me. So
And I don't mean to cut you off, but ain't
yeah,
that the weirdest thing that women do? Women actually believe and they tell themselves, I'm not going to be a wifey or I'm not going to give out certain qualities until after I get everything I want. So,
right.
and that's crazy to me. So
Yeah.
you get to go and not show no kind of wifey qualities. You don't get to
Mm-hmm.
show no kind of qualities that
Loyalty,
make a man want to tie
commitment.
you down. Yeah,
Right.
no, nothing. And then you saying that no, you have to wait until you put a ring on it. So you're not
Right.
gonna be a wife until you put the ring on it and you make me a wife. Then how I know you're a wife? If you like that, that's crazy. That's like going to
It's
a
always
job
crazy.
and on your application you leave it blank.
Nah, that's
You
like
just
going
go
to a
fill out an
job. That's
application,
like
leave it blank,
starting a
and just
job.
put your name on it. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
that's just like
crazy. That's
starting
like
a
starting a
job.
job
Then
and
they tell
then
you how much you get paid.
exactly.
Nah.
I'm telling you this, the logic of some of these women and but like I said, it's not even logic. It's literally like I tell, it's just regurgitation of what somebody else done said. You watch social
Right.
media, and because social media, you heard some women on these women on social media saying like, "Oh, he got to make me a wife first before I do anything," and you like, "Oh," and what? Because what the women do now? They do the little thing like this
I
where they
hate
be
that
clicking
shit.
their finger together
Yeah.
or whatever that shit is, whatever that fuck is.
Clocking
Cause
T.
that's like,
Fuck
I
that.
guess that's supposed to be, yeah, I guess yeah, clocking T, I guess, but it's like you bitches are clock T about the dumbest shit. You clock T about some shit that don't make no fucking sense.
At
But you're
all.
so, but like, and then a lot of these women that sit here, and this is what amazing to me. Half of the women, more than half of the women who sit here and do all that clocking T about men, be the main ones who want some man to do something for them.
Exactly. Cause think about it. I had a clip somewhere, but think about it. Like I always say, I never met a female whose bills is not due tomorrow. So I know 90% of y'all talking about, oh, well, if you can't afford to do that, then just say that. If you can't afford to do that, if you broke, just say that. Well, you requiring it from me, so what that make you? A
Exactly.
bum.
And then if we living like that, Bo, if we living like that, then if you just a whore, just say that.
Say
If you just a
that.
gold digger, just say that.
Hey,
If
I
your
sent
pussy
one
ain't
of
as
the things.
good as your talk game, just say that.
I, listen, I hate when they be like, "Oh, well, this is worth it." It's never be worth it. Every time they say, "Well, this pussy
It
worth
never
this,"
be
so this that, it never be worth it.
it
It
never
never
be
be.
worth it, Bo. Every bit think that they got the best pussy in the world. Oh, this
Yeah,
pussy so good. Cause some lame motherfucker who probably don't get pussy like that told you that it was the best he ever had. And it probably
but you
is
know what?
the best he ever had.
You know what else
Go
experienced
ahead.
like some of the most mid pussy though? It be the cute motherfucker, the pretty
What?
motherfucker. Yeah, folks, like some of the pretty motherfucker had
No,
like some of the most
listen,
mid
first of
shit.
all, and listen, now, but listen, Bo. See, I love how shit cycle back around. I love how this shit go back around. Because remember what I told you. Remember I told you I said I like medium ugly girls. And one of the reasons why I like no listen, this shit, you proving my fucking point, bro.
Yeah,
Medium ugly girls, first of all, medium ugly girls, they're gonna do more. They're gonna want to
mm,
please you in more ways. That pussy gonna be
mm,
good, bro. It's gonna be good because, like I said, for some reason, first of all,
right,
medium ugly girls, they know how to fuck you. They know how to
right.
really get it. Them pretty girls, they be too prissy. They don't want to fuck you. They don't want to stand on their feet for a long time. They,
They feel like
it's
they too
not an
pretty for it.
enjoyable fuck.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why you need to get you a medium ugly girl, bro. That's what I'm telling you, dog.
But I've
That's what I'm
always
trying to let
like
you
this though,
know.
bro. It's I always like this, right? I
All
always
right.
like the 5.5 and 6. I like the potential to be pretty. You gotta be average to cute, between
That's the
average to
medium.
cute,
That's the
with
medium
the
ugly
potential to be
range.
pretty. Like the pretty mud, I just like
That
those be the
that's the
comfort
medium
zone running
ugly
off
range.
though. You know what I'm saying? I like thick. Gotta be thick.
Them the
Let me know you can cook. You know what I'm saying? I like you
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
average,
yeah.
average to cuteness, average to cute with the potential to be pretty. That's using my lane, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I treat the fours and below and the 6.5 and above about the same.
yeah,
We'll hit you, or well, not always the same. About the 4 and below, it'll get you to the crib and hit. The 6 and above get
yeah,
you to the crib and hit. But you get out seen outside and
yeah.
people with together and shit, more. But it's both you
Mm-hmm,
know, it's
mm-hmm.
like it gonna come and go. Those gonna be the same as coming and going. But that
Yeah,
average to cute with the potential to be pretty, that's the golden lock.
yeah.
That's the golden ticket right there.
That's the see. But listen, when I say this though, when I was trying to say this 6, 7 podcasts ago, and people was not understanding where I was coming from, now it makes sense. Now, when we circle back to what I said, it makes sense. And because remember, Bo, like I ain't trying to brag, but I done had some bad bitches. I done had some pretty girls. And most of them, first of all, most of them, they was trash in bed. Pussy wasn't good. Because what makes sex great is just not the intercourse. It's the whole experience. And that's what I was trying to get to. When you get a pretty, pretty girl or a bitch who thinks she bad, bad, she don't make the experience pleasurable because she thinks she's too bad for
She thinks she
for the
pretty
situation
for
anyways.
her prettiness is enough.
Yeah, she think exactly. So when it comes to, so that's why I said, man, like I be speaking gospel, bro. Motherfuckers need to pick up these jewels, man, because like ain't too many niggas gonna give it real to you without trying to tear you down. And that's the one good thing about our podcast. Our podcast is made to make everyone better, whether it's man or woman. We ain't just no alpha podcast that be like, oh,
Yeah,
we gonna get on here and bash women because women are just no, that's not what we're doing.
right.
Everything I give out is game for women to be better and to find a relationship and find it with the right man. And when I say the right man, it don't mean like, oh, he got to be this. No, the right man for you. So whatever the way you trying to live your life and however you trying to finagle and be, we're gonna give you the right information for that because
Right.
everybody don't want the same type of person.
Exactly.
And like I said, and honesty, and I don't understand what's wrong with honesty. I think women fear it and some men fear it, especially when it comes to
Here's the
relationships.
thing though.
And
Women, oh
go
my
ahead.
bad, cut you off though. Women always want to say
No, no, no. Go
face,
ahead. Go
man.
ahead. Go.
Honest. Women will always
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
say
Facts.
face, man. Honest. And men are in fear of what the women may think about them if they're honest.
Exactly. And I don't understand why you would fear. Like as a man, I don't know why you would fear what a woman think about you. And this is gonna sound fucked up,
Mm,
but what women think about men doesn't matter.
at all. Cause women are
You know
changeable.
what
They
I'm
mind are
saying?
changeable. In the instant they
Yeah,
change, man.
exactly.
I, oh my, let me
Exactly.
find this
And
fucking. Did we do it
and
last podcast?
another reason why what women think a man don't matter is because women never are honest with themselves in the first place. So
Right.
it's impossible for them to give an honest account of a man because you're not even going to be honest with yourself and about yourself. I seen a post where a man said, why would you take anything? Why would you listen to a woman when she puts fake nails on top of nails? She put
Mm,
fake eyelashes on top of eyelashes. She put fake
mm,
hair on top of hair. Like these, why would that be somebody who you would listen to and with something like far as productivity? It's just women don't do things that, and I'm not saying all women, but most women don't do things that produces value. The
right.
most things that and it's gonna sound fucked up. One of the only things that women can really produce that's value is an offspring.
Mm,
That is the greatest thing that a woman can produce. It's an offspring. And I know women are trying to change that and make it be like, well, we have something to offer. And I'm not saying that women don't have nothing to offer. But what I'm
right.
saying, when it comes to value, is that the greatest value that you can produce is the offspring of a man. Now you do bring value with other things, but usually the things that you're trying to bring value to, men have already cemented that. So
Right.
the value that you bring to that is just extra on top of the value that's already there. But you didn't bring value where there wasn't no value, if that makes
Right.
sense.
But yeah, that's a thing though, man. It's always been a thing where it's an ever going thing of more thinking that so women just women live a life of selfishness, to be honest, right? Cause they live a life
Yeah,
where nothing
yeah,
they don't have to consider anyone else as far as like learning a man, especially a man,
yeah,
whatever, right? So as men, we
yeah,
have to know about women. We have to learn about women. We have to be have empathy for women, whatever, right? So they are
yeah,
privileged enough to not have to know anything about a man. So a lot of time they feel that a man
Yeah.
wants and desire the same thing that they would want to desire. So that's why they feel like, oh, well, it's easy to tell a man. Hey, you ever seen those things where they say, well, the women say, oh, men are easy to get, men are easy to pull, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
That
let's see you try,
because
let's see you try,
yeah,
and then they
yeah.
fail
But
miserably.
women don't. We established though, Bo, and I ain't mean to cut you out, but we established
Oh, you
that
good?
women don't have game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We established that.
And thing about it, they don't know they don't have game or whatever. Right now, even though you don't really need game, just it's conversation with her. But the fact that you don't know what it
Yeah, you
takes
really
to
just need
get what a
conversation.
man want, the fact that you always think that whenever a woman describe what a man should be, or a man should do, they always describe a woman.
Yeah,
You never can just
exactly.
take what a woman say. You never can listen to a woman that tell you how to be a man and what a man should be.
Hmm. Yeah.
Cause last time they described some beta shit. That's why the world went into the beta shit and all that shit for many
Hmm.
years. And now motherfucker getting masculinity back. That's why you got all these damn alpha females,
Yeah.
masculine women, and
Hmm.
they once they get a dollar on their
Hmm.
own, or they not even get a dollar their own. Once they get a stable man to provide them with dollars for their own, then they on top of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden they bosses. Now all of a sudden they feel like their voice is as loud as yours. And
Right.
but my thing is this: if you look behind any woman that really produced something, she was granted that opportunity off of you just being a woman. You didn't. A lot of times, a woman doesn't have to fight to get her chance because she already believes that she's owed sympathy and empathy. And so
Right.
they'll guilt trip men into giving them that opportunity. And then when they get the opportunity and blow, they'll make it seem like they did it by themselves. Just like I tell you,
Exactly.
just like I told y'all about a single mom. A single mom, there's no such thing as a single mom.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because 90%, 90 to 99% of the single moms get government help. They get help from their family. They get help from the man who she calls the deadbeat family.
Right.
She has so many options to help her. So you're not singly doing this. You're not a single fucking mom. If anything, the village, I don't know if you remember that old saying that it take a village to raise a child. That was a black saying for black
Right.
villages.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happens with women. And they don't realize that because of this feminist movement and whatever. Is like they make it, they really be out here telling motherfuckers that
Yeah.
they do it by themselves. I did it off the muscle. Oh, I went to work every day. Bitch, everybody goes to work every day.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean you did it by yourself. Did it by yourself really means doing it without any kind of help. So that means
Yes.
that you wasn't getting no help from your mama, from your cousin, from your auntie, from some side
Grandma,
nigga,
none of
from
that
the
shit.
government. That's the yeah. That's so. But like I said, I digress. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, but that's what it is, man. I'm up here straight by the damn market. Fucking Trump that threw up another terror threat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, no,
God
no.
damn.
Hey, listen. That's so funny because that's what I'm looking at too. I'm looking at the market because I done downloaded Webull and I
Yeah.
done put some plays in that you put into the financial thing through Webull because Webull. The one thing that I like about Webull because I had Webull before and
Right.
back when I really didn't understand what the fuck was going on, and
Yeah.
so that's back when I was just throwing money at the wall hoping that bitch stick.
It's these nigga like,
But
see
now
it
that
don't
I
work.
got, now that I'm, yeah, I hope something come out of that. But like me and my homie Cam, we were just discussing this last night or the night before last, or just because me and him, we there's not a time where we get into the chat and me and him ain't talking some kind of financial stuff. because
Right.
he done became motivated, just like how you motivated me. I done motivated him, and he always had that in him, kind of like how we did, where he knew something about it, he just didn't know enough, and he wasn't really applying himself to it. But since
Right.
he been applying himself, my dog been on the up. You know what I'm saying? So now
Mm-hmm.
we don't always have, and it's so crazy because and this is why I love my nigga, because when we start talking that kind of talk, it's usually because and I'm not saying that my other homeboys are uncomfortable with the conversation at all, but we kind of understand that, okay, they not really trying to hear that because they not on that right now.
Right.
So when it's just me and him in the chat, and like everybody on the left chat and still me, then that's when we really get to talking that
Yeah.
finance shit. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be telling me like, oh, I was walking Wall Street and earn your leisure, and they've been saying things, and I've been tying it in. And he was like, yeah, Trap, I went and got my high end yield account, and I'm making more on that, and I'm putting more into that, and it make me happy because like iron sharpen iron. So when he
Right.
started talking that money shit, it made me want to talk that money shit, make me want to, run it up. And I tell him that's the same with how I felt with you. And I was telling him how you kind of put me on it, and you was like, yeah, nah, make this play, like without me even asking about it. And I was telling him, I say the crazy part is it ain't like I went to Bo and was like, hey Bo, tell me about this finance shit. I say out the blue, my brother hit me up and was like, hey, here goes some plays. Like, I don't know if you in stock or not, but you're doing crypto, but boom, boom, boom. He just gave that shit to me without me even having to, you just gave that shit to me without me having to ask you for it. So and then in return, I did the same thing to my homies. They didn't have to ask me for that shit. I just like, hey man, I'm starting to make plays. I'm starting to do this. I'm starting to learn this. Hey, if you want to join, man, my G done started up a what's the name. I'm gonna throw you in, but I'm even if you don't join, I'ma always come around because I'm about building wealth and building success within
Right.
my team. I'm gonna throw you little jewels every now and then. I ain't gonna try to, and because me and him was discussing, like, I ain't
Right.
never been a nigga to try to force a nigga to follow my lead. You know what I'm
Same.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody grown.
And
So
that's
I'm gonna just get,
yeah.
but because I love you and you my nigga, and I'm finna finish it off, but because y'all my niggas,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw these jewels, and if you start to catch it, which he did, he started like my nigga Cam started like, yeah, man, I know something about that, and yeah, and then I waited before I let him join our financial group. He had not saying he had to, but I waited for him to show me the initiative of him coming to me like,
Yeah.
hey man, I've been
Yeah.
doing this, and this. Yeah, showing me that he really cared, like, cause I told him, like, cause some of my homeboys, they'll be like, they just want me to give them the answer to the test. Like, and that's
Yeah.
not how stocks and crypto work. I can give you the information, and yeah, I can, like kind of how you do for us. I can show you every play, but we still gotta go do our own research so we can learn the terminologies. We can learn what this mean and what that mean. So you can
Yeah.
understand what this thing and this thing mean. You have to do your own research. And I was telling Cam, that's what I did for y'all. I gave y'all a little bit of information, and then I wanted to see if you was gonna go and do your own research. And then because when you do I can show you, I can give you my blueprint, but that don't mean that you're gonna hit every time I hit. That don't mean you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta kind of know, because if I'm paying attention to it and you not paying attention, because I can say, hey, I'm finna go play these options.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how with options, you got to be paying attention. You got to be locked
Yep.
in because you got to catch it when it's. And then if you go and play an option and not watching, and then you wondering why you lost all this money. Well, yeah, you had to get out at a certain time, nigga, but I couldn't call you and tell you when to get out because I'm too busy trying to make sure that I get out at the right time and I make sure I get in at the
Yeah.
right time. So like, I can't hit you up in the middle of that. So, but so like with Cam, and he been getting, like he said, ever since he been locked in, it's only been growth.
Right.
He's only been getting growth. And that make me happy. Like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. And like I said, we ain't trying to hit no million off of one lick. No, bro, we trying to slowly grow my shit, slowly understand it. So then when it is time to make those big play movements, we know how to do it safely and accurately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
It's all
now the
about
floor is yours, my
compounding.
G.
It's all about compounding.
Yeah.
And just like you said earlier, like I don't chase a mug, force mug. 'Cause I remember when I first started, not when I first, but kind of like a year into doing it, whatever. I sent all my people like, hey, download this. I had my code, little reference code to get free stocks to like. Then when they all these things were giving away free
Yeah.
stocks and stuff, right? Years ago. Like download this, whatever, right? Some downloaded, some didn't.
Hmm.
And thing about it, after that, like that's it. Some did, some didn't. But I didn't keep. I'm not finna keep hitting you up, say do this, do this. If you want it, you'll come to me, right?
Yeah.
Like my nephew hit me up
Yeah.
last week, I think, right? And he just hit me up. He just seen I was online. He just hit me up with we were chopping up. Asked him to send him a link. He told me to send him a link last time on and we were just chopping it up or whatever. And we just started talking about
Hmm.
investing and shit. And I told him do this, and about this, right? Cause he telling me like, oh, I'm
Hmm.
trying to do that. What I got to do with that, right? So you come to me for the information, then I'm shit. Tell me when to stop pouring. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly. And that's how I'm the same way. Yeah. Tell me when to stop pouring into your cup. Cause now, but and me pointing to my niggas cups is adding them to our financial, chat.
right,
Because you pointing to me is me pointing into them through the chat.
right,
But I don't want to just send this chat to you and you not really gonna use it because we got enough people who don't interact as it is. So
exactly,
I want to get the chat to a point where and that's why I always say I be trying to tell Cam, hey man, it ain't no stupid questions in the chat. Go ahead and throw that shit in the chat. If you, I don't care how basic the question is, because the people that's in the chat they want to give out the information because they might be wanting to know that shit too.
right.
So pull your questions into that shit, bro. Ask these questions, bro, so that
And you see,
somebody else who might be a little shy.
right. And you see, like, one boy he had asked a question about what the I forgot what he asked, but he like one of the last one asked a question with her, right? And I know him. He like
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah. The
motherfucker
last.
got he in Bahrain. He got like 2 or 3 houses in Bahrain, so he got bread. He like a retired. Then he getting
Yeah,
that contract check, so he got bread, whatever, right? And think about it is like
yeah,
it's all about if cause thing is another thing, right? I had somebody ask me today, whatever, right? And this somebody that's like
yeah,
that asked me why I want to invest with. Even when I was in Bahrain with her, I had more that these people that make like $800 a month, right?
yeah,
Maybe 1,000, 800, like $1,200 a month, right? You know what I'm saying? Not as much, not that much, whatever, right? But they came to me like, yo, I don't know how they and I think because the chick I was with at the time told that somehow they were mentioning they started for some reason wanting to get into it. So a chick I with just so happened like, oh, he does this, whatever. So they would come to my crib every Sunday. And every Sunday they'll sit down, I
yeah,
sit down whatever you want to know. And then on top of that, I tell them here, buy this, buy this, buy this, hold it to them. Like before you sell anything, let me
yeah,
know, blah, blah, whatever, right? And thing about it, like within 2 or 3, I think it was like 2023, I think. Within 3 to 6 months, they were up like at least 1,000 to 1,500 bucks within 3 months with them. So they making money. And these and they making off of they make how much they making a month. You know what I'm saying? They'll make like 800, 1,200 a month. You know, so they salary and shit. And I like if they making 1,200 a month and they making profit, and in the group chat y'all making 10, 12, 15 times that, like y'all should definitely be eating good. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
But thing about it is
exactly.
all about what you want. Cause a lot of
Facts.
time, cause I remember
It's all
like
about
no
what you
first
want.
started. Yeah. When it first started, I like told it was around this time of the month right here, right? At the end of the year, I told them it's a profit loss, this, that. Like, cause these last 3 months of the year is like very crucial moment to be in the market. Cause that's usually when the market does the best. And thing about it
Yeah.
was I showed them a profit. Like this, I showed them just how much profit there, right? And then I'm finna lead the chat after that.
Hmm.
I told them like, hey, Merry Christmas, blah blah. And I'm finna roll out with them. And the
Yeah,
reason why I didn't, cause
yeah, yeah,
nobody really
yeah.
respond with them, right? But as soon as I did whatever, cause one of my homeboy hit me up like he always hit me up like, so what do you do for this? He was like, so how long you got to do this? How this, whatever. So he always every time he'll hit me up or whatever, right, and ask questions. And he was like, so I'm buying it. He started playing since I'm buying it because he retired as well. Like, I'm buying this much a month. I got this net, whatever. And this one I'm buying. I seen you had post this a couple days ago. I went and bought that. But how many, you know what I'm saying? So he showed that he would actually listen, just
Yeah.
didn't comment in the page, whatever, right? So that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why I
Yeah.
didn't. I stayed in because I see people actually live. They just don't ever say nothing, whatever, right? But people actually be following and tracking and doing stuff, whatever. And he hit me up like, shit, what you up to? Blah blah. Now I get him play. Nah, he like, I ain't call for no play. I'm just seeing shit. How you doing, man? Oh, cool. I'm chilling, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, he was just call. Yeah.
Yeah,
He said just calling to
and
check on you.
yeah, and thing about it is like I said, can I tell him like, cause he asked questions like, hey, what he talking about? Like, don't listen to him, blah blah. And I tell him like, I don't know everything. I don't know. I'm still learning. And he was like, shit, I appreciate you taking us on
Yeah.
your journey with you, then. On your learning journey with you, then.
Hell yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Fuck it.
Cause
We going on a journey together. Yeah.
exactly. And cause thing about it, even taking take like he could take, cause me and him like we be talking about the same shit. We like make similar investment, whatever. Cause after November, what's it, November 5th of last year, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Even like I tell mother like so I start talking to the chick. So her friend that would come and get the information. I think they sold everything, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If they would have called and asked, I still would have gave them information with her, right? But thing about it is
Yeah.
they sold their shit and they missed out on the opportunity of fucking 6xing, 7xing their money. So you making 1,200, maybe 1,200 bucks a month with her, right? They would at least profited because I told them
Mhm.
everything to buy. And this time it was like the price I told them buy it was at 30 some, like 30, 40 some cents. And every time they come, they put 500 in, 500 in, 500 this and that, whatever, right? Everything they could afford at the
Mhm.
time. Like you, if they would have sold, they would have profited at least 10 grand at the end of the year
Mhm.
last year. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they sold. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, if I'm showing, if I know, if I'm making people money, especially one that really need it, whatever, if they listen, whatever, I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, cause I'm like, if they making money, I like, why y'all, you know what I'm saying, the group. But a lot of people like, I also have some people like, hey, I'm gonna get up with you. I'm gonna get up with you. Bro, I ain't doing shit now.
Yeah. I never get up
Why
with
you
you.
hit me up to say get up with me? Shit, you can get up
Yeah.
with me
Yeah.
now.
Let's do it.
You gonna do something.
Yeah. Yeah. We could do this now.
But a lot more just like to talk though. A lot more just like to talk and like, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, bro, don't you ain't gotta do that with me. If you ain't gonna do that, you ain't gotta pretend like you don't do something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey,
Exactly.
it's
You
out
definitely
there.
ain't got to do that. Yeah. It's yours. Go get it.
Cause thing about it, the only reason I
Yeah.
read the
Yeah.
show thing to show like, oh, this is red. Cause thing about it, a lot of stuff I come in on stuff I post a little while, months ago, whatever. The show, like, okay, if you got in here, you actually would have made it. Just the show and tell. You know what I'm saying? The show the
Yeah.
receipts
Yeah.
of,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, this ain't just this. Like told you this, I told you that. But I also got some cat. They'll hit me on the side, whatever.
Yeah.
Cause they get it. Cause they ain't about it. I put in the chat a little while ago on AMD. If you seen AMD went up like 30, 40 bucks. My homeboy, I forgot I even told him about it.
Mhm.
My homeboy, I told him said like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like, yo, get this. He asked, where should I begin then? I told him get this. And I forgot I even told him that. And he has that I have recently put in the chat too as well. I forwarded in the chat. And that shit was like that motherfucker 1000x. He had an option call at motherfucker 1000x
Damn.
profit. Thousand, not thousand, I said 1,000%, not 1,000, but 1,000% profit.
Oh,
And
okay.
like,
Yeah.
damn, you got in that mud, huh? You like, you did too? Like, nah, I ain't get in there. I missed that one. I had took a problem and got out. I meant to get back in there. That's the thing, but I meant to get back in there, but it be so much stuff I be looking at it, post or whatever. I missed it. I forget to go back and do this. Cause I put them on my watch list and shit. But it went up like 30, 40 bucks. And his shit like, and he got in like 2 or 3 weeks ago. His shit like 1,000%.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. But yeah, man. I see
Fault. Man,
motherfuckers
I'm
get the
so
bread.
mad. Yeah, no, and it's nothing better. Like I almost get more, and maybe it's just me, but I almost get more excited when I see my homeboys making profit than when I make profit my own self. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I be super happy. Like when my dog Cam hit me up and he be like, bruh, hey man, he come with that smile with his suave ass, and he be like, "Hey, bro, man, these plays, I'm making these plays. I'm making money. Because I had to let him know, like, I kind of do what you do with me. I'm like, hey, man, I'm showing you that I'm up in this. Like, I'm up like this percentage. I'm up in this, because I
Yeah.
really pushed XRP on him. I put
Mm-hmm.
XRP on him real hard. I pushed XRP. I think I pushed H bar on him hard. I pushed Nivea on him because he made a little money off of the
Right.
Nvidia. And like I told him, I've been telling him, hey, put money into AI, energy, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
where the money, gonna be made. So I've been pushing him because
Mm-hmm.
he got in with me on what's that thing called Plantor, the AI
PLTR,
thing, plant,
Palantir.
whatever that thing.
Woo. That
Yeah,
boy that took off too.
Palantir. Yeah, me and him done. Yeah, me and him done made money off there because they done took off.
Yeah.
So when I hear that the plays that we've been given and it works for him, and he like, yeah, I got a lot of money that you know what I'm saying, and now he's talking about because the military about to give him a little money too. So
Right.
he already thinking about investing that. Like, hey, he's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna put this in put a certain amount in my high end, and then I'm gonna put some in my, in my crypto and my stocks. And it just
Right.
let me know, like, okay, bam, boy, it's starting to churn for my dog. It's starting to
Mm-hmm.
really, because like I told him, and this was my biggest pitch to my group, my homeboy group. I'm not trying to be working when I'm 60 years old. I really ain't trying to be working when I'm 50, 55 year old, nigga. I'm trying to
Right.
be to a point where my money's making money and all we got to
Mm-hmm.
do is travel and have fun. Like I told them, I've been promoting them getting their passports. Cause like my nigga Cam know me. That's why he was like, Trap, I got to make it up there to where you is before you leave that motherfucker. Cause he say, I know your ass, nigga. He say, you'll be there, and the next thing you know, I'm gonna be gone. He know
Yeah.
me. I be the fuck gone. And he was like, because I had told him, hey, I'm definitely getting my passport this month. So
Right.
he was like, he working to get his too. Cause I say, starting next year, nigga, I'm gonna be leaving. I'm gonna start taking trips out of country because I tell him I got you out there. I got a couple other homeboys and I said I'm gonna be pulling up on my people, bro. Now that I'm, legally able to make moves.
Right.
And so he wanted, and he was like, bro, I'm about to start taking trips out of it. Cause now he feeling it too. Cause now that he's seeing that, and the one thing about it is when you see your investments making money, now you could start making plans, bro. Now you could
Right.
be like, you
Right.
know what? I could take a trip to the Philippines for a week and not have to worry about if my bills being paid because I got so much money in my investments that now
Mm-hmm.
my checks can just go to being able to, oh, let me go buy this plane ticket and go to Korea, or let me go to Taiwan, or let me go to Japan, or let me go to Bahrain, or let me go to Abu Dhabi,
Right.
or let me go to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can do that because you have investments and safety nets in place.
Right.
So now you can start having these big ideas of making trips. See, when you got to live check to check and you got to wonder about whether you can't make grand schemes like this.
Right.
So before I said, let's go travel, I said, hey, let's make some money first. Let's get
Right.
us in a safe space first. Now I can start talking about let's travel. Let's get it. Let's go. Because
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I've been promoting. And I've been promoting that since I was back in the military. I still and to this day I never forget. I remember I told Goodman it was Goodman and his brother Brigman James. I tried, and I threw the idea out to uh what's his name Hardy. about opening a barber shop and selling the
Yeah,
chairs, renting out the chairs to make money that way. And I think it was right when we came from our first cruise. But I get it. Back then we was 17, 18, 19, 20. Motherfuckers was scared to put money into an investment because we weren't thinking like that. We was thinking about just
right.
spending money. Even though
Yeah,
I was kind of thinking like that. And the crazy part, at the time when I was given this idea, I didn't know how to cut hair. I wasn't no cutting hair ass nigga. But I knew all
right.
my homeboys knew how to do that shit. So I'm like, well, shit, bro, let's put money together to get a barbershop, nigga. Let's
Mm,
do that shit. You can make money off that. Rent out a chair. When you're not in your chair, rent your chair out to somebody else. From this time to this time, we still making money no matter what. But I
yeah,
always been on, like I was telling my homeboy, like I always been a hustler. I always wanted multiple streams of income. I never wanted to put all my eggs in one basket and this the only way I can make money. So I always trying to find another hustle. And I
and this the
think
best way.
that's what make the best investors is ones. Yeah, I think the best investors and best people who make money through investors, they always looking for another string of income.
Yeah,
They're not satisfied with just one, two, three. They want five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 different ways to make money. And they want their money to make the money without them having to work hard.
yeah, and that's when it best.
So
And this thing is, a lot of people don't
I
even
mean,
have the information, ain't look for
that's when it's
information,
best.
know where to find the information.
No, let's say that. They got the information. Yeah, they just don't know where to look and find it. But they got the information. It's out there. YouTube University is out there. Half of the shit that
Yeah.
we know you can learn through YouTube.
And this thing about it is also mother don't even watch YouTube like that. It's some people that caught up in time. You know what I'm saying? They not finna watch YouTube. They not finna do that.
Yeah.
They want to work their way there. You know what I'm saying? They got that mentality. You know,
Hmm.
like you can't work your way to wealth. You can't save your way to wealth. The only way to get your way to wealth is to invest. And
Hmm.
think about it, you're in a day and time in
Yeah.
the era where you can grab a phone and make money. You know what I'm saying? You can information is
Yeah.
power. It's not information, is money, whatever. Well, you got people you can sit there if you got the
Hmm.
time, if you got the time, you can sit there and you can find information on what to do, whatever. And cause with me, I say I always like you always see my show, I'm always watching YouTube. I'm always watching something. I always talk to something about finance. So sooner or later, I'm gonna hear some shit that makes sense. They're gonna make money. I remember one time went back in, I think it was 22, whenever the Ukraine and Russian war started, right? When it first kicked off. I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
remember
Yeah. Yeah.
I had bought an option call, right? I bought some steel option and gold. And that shit, I put like $100 on that motherfucker. Option was like 100 some bucks, right? That shit, each one of them motherfucker went up like $800, whatever. And I was just rinsing and repeating all that shit, rinsing and repeating all that motherfucker. And that's just me. And the reason why is like I was watching CNBC or Sony on Finance Champ, and I heard Kevin O'Leary saying talking about
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
steel. And he said, yeah, this should be at this price point, like within a month or so. I seen a stop option. That shit was like out to a year. And it was cheap as hell. And had a great delta on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I bought that motherfucker and that shit went up. And I just watch cause a lot of times I watch shit like, oh, another thing I put in the chat as well. I was randomly watching some it was just random video that pop up that came up. I was just finished, I was doing something, it pop up and Kathy Woods was doing an interview. It was like 3 months ago. I put it in the chat. It was like 2 or 3 months ago,
Yeah.
and she was talking about that she was invested in. It was kind of just like low key too. She invested in some aviation. I think like Archer or whatever in CRISPR. That's a ticker or whatever. And I bought those.
Yeah.
That shit went up.
Hmm.
I took profit and got back
And you
in
know
there. I
what, too?
remember.
Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
No, keep going. My fault. I ain't want to cut you off, but I done made some change off of the meme coins.
Yeah. Cause think about it. Also, like just
So
knowing like so knowing what stage we at, right? So we in the stage where
Mhm.
the Bitcoin cycle, whatever, having or whatever, right? We're in that stage, right? So we're right there at the moment where see Bitcoin took off. So right there, we waiting on Bitcoin last takeoff before the altcoins take off and everything just go crazy, whatever.
Mhm.
So right now we're in that time where the last chant where the best time to get in for mother ain't get in, right? Cause right now
Yeah.
we knocking we boarding for takeoff, whatever, right? So got a couple more weeks for motherfuckers just start going crazy. And the part that know
Yeah.
that go watch the cycle, they watch it, and people that watch other, everybody got their own way of finding it, whatever, right? 'Cause I have motherfucking homeboy I don't even know, but they'll hit me up and they be talking about XRP, whatever. Like, damn, I ain't know you was into that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody find their own way to it, whatever. Everybody may find a different way to it, whatever. But thing about it, I first cause back when I started getting the XRP, like it wasn't even on all those exchanges. You had to find it was on like two exchanges, whatever. Everything it was still being sued, whatever. It was like at 30 to 40, 38,
Yeah.
40 cents when I got it. When I first started getting in. And dang by that, some of that got in this year, last year, be like, ah, why they ain't doing it? Why they ain't doing that? Like, that ain't shit. You got motherfucker been in holding it for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
Mhm.
Mother been holding for a while. But it's right definitely a time for mother to be getting in right now. Cause motherfucker what to
Right
do
now, that's
is,
why, and that's what I've been telling people.
yeah.
Not to cut you off, but that's what I've been trying
Now
to
you
tell
good.
my homeboy. And I say this the prime time to be buying. And like and I told him, I say even when you see stuff that's down, like you see it's going down, that's still a time to buy. That's not a time not to buy because you want to
Hmm.
get it at its cheapest when you buy it. You don't want to
Right,
buy it when it's up because you're gonna spend more. So you want to
right.
see that drop. And you want to kind of wait and see where it's dropping and you want to catch it at where it's the
Or
cheapest. So that
re-entry.
when it start moving back up, you when you exactly your re-entry, you start getting the growth. But like I said, you got to see and like most of these places show you the time charts to everything. It show you
Right.
when you can make money at this time and how because you have they show you what the past few months, the past year, and then like I think it's like 5 years and 10 years. It'll show you when it usually drop and when it usually rise back up. So that's what
Yeah.
you pay attention to try to know, okay, it drop around this time and then it start going up at the end of November or around the middle of December. Okay, cool. So I know I'm gonna start seeing profit because of the history that it showed me that I should start seeing some kind of profit around this time.
And think about
So
it,
let me
and
put as
and
much money into it now.
yeah, and by you doing that, that's halfway already knowing the charts. Like some people get intimidated by chart, by you just be able to see it, kind of like, oh, it went down here, oh, down here, oh, this time money it goes up. You already halfway able to read the charts. Cause like with me, I was able to kind of when
Facts.
I first got into it, I was kind of able to read it without reading it. Cause I first got into it like during 2020 when I started investing, right? I seen March, everything
Yeah.
dropped. So me automatically, like, okay, everything dropped in March. That where it was at. So shit, if I buy it here, eventually probably go back there sooner or later. So that's right there automatically,
Yeah.
okay, not me don't understand the chart. I know okay was at this price. Everything dropped at this price. So I know at least it can get back to this price. So if I buy it here and hold, boom, I just hold it whatever. But I was gambling. Like during that time, I just got into it. Like oh, it was too slow for me. I like gotta do something. I bought it. Okay, well, I ain't doing that. I gotta do something with it. I'm used to gambling with it. But I had to learn to like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
hold. Oh, that junk. I was buying stocks and everything I was buying with it. I bought Chewy. Chewy was like at $40, right? I think they're like a dog food company, whatever.
Hmm.
I bought Gap at like
Yeah, that's a dog
$4.
food
Gap at
company.
like $4. I bought Chewy at 40. I had Gap at $1, like $4. I had JD, was it something? JD something was at like $10 or some shit like that. Everything 4X that year. 2020, everything dropped like a motherfucker.
Hmm.
And you look at Chewy now, let me
Yeah.
see what that motherfucker is now. You look at Chewy now, that shit probably like 'cause I had bought it before that, even with Gap, when Kanye had a deal. I bought it for then, That shit shot up to like $40, like it was nothing. So Chewy, I said about there at $40, right? Oh, it's back at $40 now. Earlier this year was at 47. I thought it went to
Yeah.
100 something. Okay, there you go. So in 2021, it went to $120. I had bought it 2020 in 2020 for like $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some. Yeah, what is it? JD. Yeah, I bought Qualcomm
Oh,
for like
Quantum. Yeah, Qualcomm. I know what you're talking.
yeah.
Qualcomm. Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was
I
like
got
at
some into that
$40.
too.
That shit like 169. Like everything I was buying this shit for Wex and shit.
Yeah.
Like it was at the cheaper whatever.
Yeah.
And that kind of
And,
me
and,
learning,
and it's all about getting in at the right time
right, and holding. Cause sometimes it takes a while to think. Cause
and holding it. Yeah.
I remember Palantir. I got in
Yeah.
Palantir like
When I first bought
under
a
$20. It was under $20.
yeah, listen, when I jumped in the Palantir, it was way under $20. I think I put like it was cheap as shit when I got into Planetaire. When you first told me about Planetaire, it was cheap. And I threw maybe 300 in it at
Right.
first. And it wasn't really doing nothing. And I would slowly, and then since I put a big amount, the first investment, I started putting like $50 in it every month,
Yeah.
$20 every 2 week type thing. And then, like I said, when it took off, and it didn't even take off super high, but it gave me almost 4x on my shit.
Right.
So that was a nice little plus. And now it stays, and now it's kind of stable, but it's still kind of moving upwards. You know what I'm saying? It's still,
Yeah.
it doesn't stable off, but it ain't took no major drops. You know what I'm saying? And which I was hoping that it took a somewhat of a drop so that I could, put another big chunk in when it's kind of, when it get a little lower. But yeah, Plantier or whatever how they say that shit. There's so many shit that I don't know how to say their name, but and because I've been testing out different chains because I got Acorn, I got Stash, I got Webull, I got Uphold, I got Robinhood. So I kind of play around with all of them, and like I was telling my homeboy, I say I kind of play around with all of them just to see how different ones work. I
Right.
like to see, okay, if I get something, let me see how long it take for them to, like, if I make some money, let me see how long it is if I want to take my money from out of this and put it in this. Let me see how the process work. Is it a
Right.
smooth process? Does
So
it
you
give
can
me a
get your money
hard
back.
time? Like if I want to take my money out, yeah, can I get my money out? Can I take my money out without it being a supple amount of fee to it? Or if they give me a hard time trying to get my money out, because that was my biggest problem with Robinhood. And I think me
Right.
and you done spoke on this before. I done
Mm-hmm.
had Robinhood before Robinhood was popular. Just like I had Acorn before Acorn was popular. I had fucking Stash before Stash was popular. Because
Right.
like I said, I always knew about stocks and I always been interested. I just wasn't, applying myself. But like I said, I was just throwing money at this shit, hoping that it stick. So the one thing about it is with my Robinhood, I had invested the most in because people had told me when it first came out that it was the best one to be with. So it seemed the most safest route. Robinhood make you do all these like security measures, like which not all of them do. But I'm saying back then it was one of the ones that was like, oh, this is the most safest one to use. So I
Right.
put most of my money in that one. And like I said, the problem with Robinhood that I always had was that when it was time for me to go get my fucking money, these motherfuckers made it hard for me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the one thing
Yeah.
that's gonna aggravate me is when it's time for me to get my fucking money. I don't want you, cause just like, and this is what I hate about places. It's easy for me to give you my fucking money. All
Right.
it
But
it, it
hard
don't
to take
take
that
2-3
motherfucker.
days for you to process no shit. Yeah, it don't take 2-3 days for you to process money when I send it to you. When I give it to you, you take that bitch instantly out of my account. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever I want to get my money back or do something with my money, it always got to take time. Now we need this kind of verification. Then they hide it behind.
Right.
oh well, we want to make sure it's you. Bitch, you didn't make sure it was me when I was giving you the money. You would have just let any motherfucker body under my name give you that
Exactly.
shit. And I remember I got into my bigger argument with the the fucking help people at Robinhood because they didn't want to give me my money when I wanted it. And then they tried to make it seem like something was some data hack with my fucking account.
Right.
And so it was just pissing
Robinhood
me
was on
off.
some
Like,
bullshit
so
for a
I
minute
slowed,
though.
yeah, for a minute, bro. And not now I'm preferencing this, Bo, with they have gotten better. Because like I
Right.
said, this was back when Robinhood first came out when I was fucking with them. So,
Yeah.
because and I still got money that's tied up with Robinhood that I ain't been able to access like that. But
Yeah.
but like I said, but it just forced me to not put money into it like I used to. Now
Right.
I done circled back around. Got ownership of my account. I had to go through some hoops to get to it, but now I got ownership of my account. So now I'm slowly putting money back into Robinhood, but not a big amount. I'm putting small change in just because,
Yeah.
like I said, I got so many different platforms that I'm making money with and doing stuff with, trying to, so, but like, it's hard when something you treat you bad, it's hard for you
Hard to go
to, even
back
if
to the
they say, hey, I
motherfucker.
changed, I'm better now. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to go back to that motherfucker. Like, hey, bitch, I remember what you did to me the first time.
I
And
remember
like,
motherfucker.
you could break my hey, listen, if women can break my heart a million times over some pussy,
Right.
I never fall off for that. I never fold. But you play with my fucking money, hey, you only get one time to play with my money, and now we almost got to come to fisticuffs, and we gotta, it'll never be the same when it comes to the money. And you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because that's always been my goal. My goal ain't never been, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I love talking finances and stuff. Like I be excited to talk finances now, bro. And I, like I said, I always had a smart mind. And one thing I told my homeboy, and he told me back was, I was like, bro, I'm always been fucking smart, bro. Like I never try to toot my own horn when it comes to intelligence, but I always been fucking smart. And I say, like, unlike other people, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I didn't have an OG looking out for
Right.
me. I didn't have my dad in my life like that. I didn't
Yeah.
have, and I had people that was in my life showing me the wrong way to do things. I didn't have an
Hmm.
OG who was like, hey, let me teach you about finances. And I mean anything to be really with you, Bo. I ain't
Right.
I ain't have a father figure or some OG teaching me how to work my way through life. I had to always go out and figure it out myself. I had to always get it off my own muscles. So now it's just like I'm excited to be somebody OG where they can come and be like, hey, this, and this. What's this, and this? Because I didn't have that when I grew up. Like it
Right.
wasn't they didn't teach us finances when I was young. They weren't teaching us how to properly save money and build fucking wealth. All we was taught when we was young is that you got to work hard to get it. That was what we
Right.
was taught. As a man, you're gonna always have to work hard to get it. But they weren't
Exactly.
showing you how to get it. They just told you you had to work hard. You had to work for somebody to get it.
With no
I'm trying to
blueprint.
teach my people that, yeah, wasn't no blueprint. I'm trying to give people the blueprint that, hey, man, you don't have to slave away to get your social security because that's what a lot of people bank on. Oh, let
Right.
me work hard 60 some years and then get my social
Hmm.
security. Fuck that. Social security is a bonus, is icing on the cake to some shit that you already got because I'm going to show you how to go get this money now and
Right.
build it. So by the time you get 50, you already got millions. And then if they do, because they half the time they try not to give you your social security. So
Exactly.
by the time we get to the point where it is time to get you social security and they give it to you, you ain't even it's gonna be chump change in your bank because it's like that ain't even gonna matter because you don't invest it wisely. That's why I try to teach my son and my daughter that. My daughter a little more hard headed because she's a princess. Like she's a girl.
Right.
So she don't look at like she know that she got dad. Like no matter what, like she told me, she like no matter what, dad, I know I got you. Like, and I
Mm-hmm.
understand that. And my son knows that too, but my son is more like his dad with I want to hustle and get it. Like I want to get
Right.
that shit. My son always had big dreams. My son always had big ideas about getting money and being rich and having this and having that since he been a little G. My daughter, not so much. My daughter always been like, she knows she's gonna be able to get it because of whatever. But I always wanted her to have that hustler's mentality. Don't settle for what other motherfuckers is willing to give you. Settle
Right.
for what you're willing to get yourself. And then whatever a motherfucker give you is icing on the cake. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
still trying to teach her that shit too. And not just my kids. Of course, my kids are my biggest um goal with this money shit because I
Right.
don't want my kids to have to work hard. I want them to be able to enjoy life and do whatever they want without really having to give themselves too much to the workforce. But I also want my closest of friends and people and my family members, I want them to grow too. Like
Right.
if I ever told you I love you, then I want you to be able to be successful, whether or not we
Mm-hmm.
still fuck with each other or not. If I ever told you I loved you, that meant that shit. We might not be cool, but I still want the best for you. So if
Right.
it comes to getting this money and hustling and trying to figure it out, I'm willing to give you that. I might won't give you my heart and shit like that, but I definitely give you some game to get this money.
Right.
So
And I think a lot of time, even with kids nowadays, like we taught from the early age is once you have kids, whatever, we so quick to kick them out, push them out to the world, feed them to the world.
fuck yeah. My I agree with you, but that's not how I work with my kids, and it's never gonna work with my kids. And I think, and I ain't mean to cut you out, but you said some shit that I really stand on. And me and my son, like I told my son, because his mom think that because she tried to keep him away from me when in his child years, it was like,
Right.
yeah, that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, me and my son, when he get grown and he can make his own decisions, me and him
Mm-hmm.
gonna be locked in until he die. That's way more time together than the kid time together that you stole from me. And he'll never not be able to come. Like him and my daughters and my kids ain't never gonna not be able to come and live with me.
Right.
And like I said, I'm not that kind of parent that's gonna kick you out and be like, "Oh, you can't come home. You need to go figure it out yourself." No, nigga, come stay with me. Get
Mm-hmm.
everything you need so that when you do step out on your own, you got everything situated, and I ain't got to worry about you. That's how I
Right.
want my kids to be.
And that
You
should
always
be
got to stay shit
should
with
be
dad.
set up already. So when they come up, you ain't got to worry about working. If they go to school, you ain't got to worry about working. You get focused on school
Yeah,
and have a place to stay.
you know,
So you,
school. Yeah,
yeah, because the way we came is most likely, you got to get a job, get a job, get out. And there's no cushion where you be able, figure out, have time to figure out what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you trying to get
yeah,
this? I know we probably talk about it last podcast. Like you trying to get this here, save money, get on your feet, and so you already, so you're not working in debt. You know what I'm saying? Ready to
exactly.
come and have a fresh start,
I'm not
strong
gonna
start.
start you off behind the starting line. That's
Right.
my
Never
goal. You
consolidated.
don't.
Never
If you with me,
consolidated.
you're not gonna be. Yeah, yeah. You're not gonna be behind the line of scrimmage or and everybody at the line of scrimmage trying to catch up. No, nigga. I'm gonna make sure that you actually we we might be cheating, nigga, and you 6 or 7 steps ahead of that bitch.
Right. And that's the point of it, man. You should, everybody should, like, each generation should start
Yeah.
some type of steps ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, more like, oh, he gonna have to get out the mud because I had to get out the mud. Uh,
Yeah, no, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm not finna do that to my kids. Like now, I'm also like you know how I am. Like if my children choose to follow they mama lead, lead, and they want to make it hard for themselves, then
right.
hey, you grown now. Go ahead and do it. But
Mm,
I'm always gonna be here to give you a little more game about being adult. You know what I'm saying?
all right. And thing about it, it's just like maybe it could be a black community thing. But we probably one of the only one that like so quick and fast to hop out and get it on your own
Yeah,
and without a plan.
you got to get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah,
And what I don't understand about that, which I do think that okay, yeah, as long as you're here, you got to respect my rules. But you got to understand, and this is what women, because most of these come from single mother households.
right,
As your children grow up, you're supposed to give them more and more of a leash because you want them to learn to be an adult while still in the house. But if you're
right.
gonna keep giving them childhood like like restraints, they're never gonna grow properly. So yeah, as your kids start to get closer to 17, 18, to the point where they are adults and then they still living with you and they're 19, 20, 21, you're supposed to treat them more in the sense of like, yeah, you're my kid, but I'm also gonna treat you like a roommate.
I
So
think it's
hey,
just a
these are
point
things
of
so
just
that you get out
releasing
in the
more
world on your own.
responsibilities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Giving them more responsibility so that when they get in the world, they'll be able to know how to handle the responsibilities instead of getting out in the world and trying to figure it out then. No, I'm gonna give you the tools to be able to do it now so that when you do get out there, you Gucci. You ain't gotta be
Right.
like, damn, and do all this and you know what I'm saying? So, but we breaking generational curses here, bro.
Yeah. And you gotta be like, you know how they always say college kids, the brokest kids, and this and that. But I don't ooze and new. But it thing about it, like, as you see, like most shows and movies, or I say show, whatever, where motherfucker got estates or whatever, they always have
Yeah,
a room and space for when their kids come back from college on break or whatever, this and that, whatever.
yeah,
And they always have a space
yeah,
for it. Or they have some type of foundation. And that's one
yeah.
of the things where I think we lack or never had a chance to experience. And it takes somebody to think outside of our normal thinking. Just like now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers would never get to certain spaces or whatever because they in fear of, oh, I'm not finna start this platform because they asking for my social security number. I ain't finna put that in there. They
Yeah.
trying to do that. So they never make it past that stage of it. So
The
when you
crazy
try to
part, you
tell
won't
them
give them that, but then you'll jump on social media and give them all your fucking shit.
exactly, exactly. And thing about it, we so
It's a
caught
backwards
up
way
in
of
that
thinking.
mind frame. So caught up in a scarcity mind frame that you just can't see yourself being no more than that. So some people get stuck at where they
Yeah,
at out of fear of success.
facts. Yeah,
They don't want to try because they just might succeed.
scared money don't make no money.
Yeah. And once you realize that, when you start looking at it from a scarcity place, and you realize, like, yo, you working, motherfucker be working 9 to 5, 10 to 10, whatever, for money that's printed and worth that. Money that's printed by seconds. And thing about it is, there's a form of our relationship with money. We gotta change how we view that, and we gotta look at it
Yeah,
from a assets type of mentality. Instead of owning
yeah,
this paper, well, mother want to do the what you call it, and they put on the arms and the money, cell phone, all that shit. That shit trash. You need to
yeah.
be having owning some shit, own some property, own some
Yeah.
digital shit. And now where the world going
And you
at,
know what?
yeah,
No, keep going. Where the world going at? What?
where the world going to is this financial reset. And they giving motherfucker a
Yeah.
last chance to, hey, it's your last chance. Like we the writing on the wall, we ain't saying it to you, but we leaving crumb for you to know. So we don't feel bad for you. So we
Mhm.
getting you a chance to, hey, get your wealth up. Some may
Facts.
listen, most may not, but it at least give you a chance.
Hmm.
And this is the thing about it where it's where to going digital. And I look at it like a lot of people. I hear a lot of
Hmm.
people like, "Oh, you should start. I'm gonna start this business. I'm gonna start. I got 40,000. I'm gonna start this business and do this." I'm like, "Why? You start this business, open this restaurant. It's a good chance you're probably gonna fail. You're gonna waste your money. The
Hmm.
new thing about it, why don't you do that? You gotta hire this. You're gonna start out in debt in the hole, whatever. When you can just start out with no work required, invest. Buy digital asset.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker who good at it know they doing, they're gonna make it work. You gotta buy take that forty
Yeah.
thousand buy a digital asset, and now you gonna make more with doing less. Why you want to get here and work and like, oh, I'm gonna
Hmm.
start this business up and I'm gonna hire this people do this, I'm gonna hire this. Bro, you already spending money. Everything you already in the hole. You starting out in the hole. Why don't you just fuck the dream,
Hmm.
take that starter money, put that motherfucker into investment, let that motherfucker grow, and whatever you profit, you can start that off of passive income, whatever. But you want to make some bread, you gotta put that motherfucker in the market. It now because the dollar is losing value. They about to run, they gonna keep printing. They about to
Yeah.
print like a motherfucker. Even when
Hmm.
the government shut down in, they're gonna print like a motherfucker. When all this stuff, they're gonna print like a motherfucker.
Hmm.
So it making it impossible for you to live a normal, regular, comfortable life without investing. It about to be mandatory to
Yeah.
invest. So
Yeah.
you can't save. You can't save. Saving what you're gonna give you 0.04% on a dollar interest. That's crazy work.
Exactly. And think about it. Even with saving, you have to have a certain amount in your savings for them not to start charging you interest
It's crazy.
for not having the amount of money that you should have in that bit. That's why I tell people that having a save account is pointless.
The money
Saving
not making
account,
money for you.
if you like,
Yeah.
only way I could see that a saving account is good is if you have a little kid and you're trying to teach them just about the concept of saving.
And thing about it
But
is, I wouldn't even
saving,
teach that though. Like the new saving is investing. A lot of people using their investment account for saving. Like
you
even
got
the
to teach
younger
both though. You
generation,
got to teach both.
that's their way
You
of
got to
saving.
teach both.
Investing is
You
saving.
can't. Yeah, but you got to teach them both ways. Even though just regular saving shouldn't be their go-to, you still got to teach them about the concept of saving, just
It's
in
gonna have to be
general.
modified.
Because a
It's gonna
lot
have to
of
be modified
yeah,
because
yeah,
let's
yeah, you
face it,
gotta you
banks
gotta
are going
modify,
away
but you
anyway.
have to teach them. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna be
You
a
have to
concept
teach them the
anymore.
basis. I mean, not even just saving as in saving with a bank. I'm talking about just
Right.
the concept of saving in general. Like you got to
I
teach them
think
because a lot of these kids, a lot of people, bro, money touch their hand and it like burn a hole in their hand. They gotta spend it.
right.
They
And
can't
that's
they
what
can't
that's
save.
the
Most
thing
people just
about investing though. If you're investing, you get the same feeling of spending that money. You feel the same when you give it and you buy some shit with it, you get the same feeling of spending that money. Cause I think saving is done. I think we should be done with saving, the quote unquote saving, whatever, right? Cause even you see, I remember I see like people that way younger than me, and like they got Robinhood account, right? Their way of saving
yeah.
is putting money into Robinhood. That's how they save by investing. They invest. That's
Because
their saving
Robinhood is
account,
doing the saving for you. Yeah, a lot
right?
of these accounts are doing the saving for you. We was grow
Right.
up in
It's
an
just
age
you
where we
putting the
didn't
money in there and
have
you gotta let it grow.
these kind of programs. Yeah, we didn't have these kind of programs. So we had like I started off like for example, I started off learning how to save by putting money in my shoebox.
Right.
Put money in my shoebox. Put it in the
Right.
thing. Put money in my shoebox because like I didn't really know. We didn't have these things, and it was more of, hey, I want this, so I know I gotta save to get this.
Right.
A lot of
And
times
think about it
now,
though.
kids don't know how to save because their parents are gonna get it for them every time. And I try
That's
to build
true.
with my kid. Like even with my son, I tell him,
Yeah.
"Hey, bro, I'm gonna send you a certain amount of money. I expect you because I try to give him more control over his money. So I told
Right.
him, hey, I'm gonna send you a certain amount of money. I expect you to invest something of it. I'm not gonna force
I
you
think
until you start showing me that you're doing bad with your money. Because I show him plays like how you show me. I show him
right.
different things. Like choose which one of these, do a little bit of research, come back and holler at me and tell me how much you're gonna put into this stock or this bit, and then tell me why you chose this. Because I don't want him just to put money into something just because I tell him. I want him to have an understanding of why you're putting this money in here and why you're choosing this. I want you to have a complete understanding of what you're doing, not just, oh, dad told me to save. He told me this was a good choice, so I did it. No, I want you to
I think
understand,
yeah. That's
everything
another
about what's
right.
going on.
That's another right. Yeah. And I think for me, I think you gotta be more hands on. I think once they say, hey,
But you got girls
this
though.
is what I'm doing. Yeah,
You
this is
got
what I'm
girls.
doing. And this is why I'm doing it. Now,
Yeah.
once you at least copy what I got, okay, this is it. Now you can venture off a little bit. Because now I'm finna show you and teach you like this is
Hmm.
why I do it. This is how I look. Now you can get that habit into doing it for your own. And you always remember, oh, well, he used to always do it this way. He always do that way. And with me, my
Hmm.
thing is also it's like I think saving is a poor man's game. You never heard any Rockefellers, none of them motherfuckers talk about saving. Nobody ever say any motherfucker rich do not save. They always invest. Cause they know saving, they don't even own things.
Rockefeller.
They don't even
Yeah.
own things. They don't save, they invest everything. Cause they know what the point of saving. It's just
Yeah.
money being wasted. If your money is not working for you, it's
Well,
useless
it's just
money.
money. You just
It's a
giving the bank money to loan out to somebody else. That's really what saving with a bank is. You
right.
give
So
your
there's no
money to the
point in
bank
it.
and then they use your money to give to somebody else.
And there's no point in it for you. Like why save, skip the saving, go straight to investing. Your new
Yeah.
saving, your
No,
new term for
listen,
saving is investing. You have to invest. It's
I agree with
mandatory
you
to invest.
100% now. I agree with, no, yeah, I don't want you to think that I don't agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100% on this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As far as not doing the traditional savings and doing investments, I agree 100%. But that's why I showed my son how to do that. It's kind of like, even though it's like, and I look at it like this, even though checks are obsolete now to the point where you don't need to write a check, that doesn't
Right.
mean you shouldn't teach your kids how to write a check.
But why
You see what I'm
teach them if
saying?
you're never going to use
So,
it?
and that's because you never know. You never know.
It's
We could
just
have a
like
whole
this,
market
right?
collapse. We could have things collapse
It's just like this, right? It's just
because
like
you always got
what
to
you
be
teach them
you
how to
always
use
got
a
to be
VCR.
ready for the what ifs. Yes, I would. I would show you how to
Right.
use a VCR because one thing. See, the problem with us as humans is we think that shit is always gonna be good. We don't think
Right.
that shit could ever go bad. And that's the
Yeah.
worst thing that you could do is always think that you everything that you have, you're gonna always have. So if we because
Hmm.
just think about it. If we let's say we have a war and let's just say we get hit and you without the things that you're so used to having. When you want to still know how to use stuff that you didn't know, it's just like just because I'm never gonna go camping and live in the
Hmm.
woods doesn't mean that some situation might not have you in that situation. And you should
Right.
still have the knowledge to be able to survive in that situation just because you don't think you're ever going to be in it. And
Yeah.
I'm always that kind of person. It's like, you should always take knowledge. You should never turn
Mm.
down any kind of knowledge, even if you do think it's useless knowledge to you because you think that you're never going to be in that situation. Because usually the situation you think you're never going to be in, God has a tendency to put you in that situation just because you became a little bit too cocky about thinking that you'll never be in that situation. And like I
Right.
get it. You gave the reference of a VCR. Most people are like, yeah, you're never gonna like VCRs aren't important,
Yeah.
but will you do any harm by teaching you what a VCR is? It's just like teaching you about a 8 disc record player, or like some of the old things that we had. Just having knowledge of it can never do you harm. Like having that knowledge is not going to hinder you.
Right.
Like it's not going to fuck you up for knowing about that shit. So I guess that's why I always be like, it's okay to have useless knowledge. I guess like which some people would call useless. Because guess what?
Right,
You
but
might have
think
that.
about
That
it.
might be
It
useless
it
knowledge to
is,
you.
but that after getting the useful knowledge, like you shouldn't be worried about VCR if you ain't learn how to
No,
use this for
I agree
your most
100%.
benefits.
Yeah. Yo,
Now,
no, I
once
agree
you
100% with
accomplish
that. That's
this
what
and
I'm
you
saying.
at
I'm
a
not
place
saying you should
where,
teach the.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Now I'm
No,
gonna
go ahead.
say like once you accomplish and you're able to use the future knowledge, just like this, right? Once you study and learn, all you learn about cybersecurity and AI and all this. Once you
Yeah.
master that, whatever, then you can go back and okay, cool, check this out. But once you still got stuff that right now
Yeah.
that you can need to be learning about, that should be your prime focus there going forward. Then we can do the backup plan. But right now we gotta get to right reality of going somewhere now to a destination. So if you're
I
so
got a
behind on,
lost
cause we
connection
already
again.
behind
Yep,
it,
there
black
it
people
is.
already behind
Oh,
on
there we go.
technology anyway. So we already working from behind anyway. So we probably already at a VCR level still right now, VCR
The
CDs level
curve.
right now. So now we got to catch up to the digital asset. Cause you talk to most black people, they don't know probably know shit about you how to use AI, how to know anything about crypto. They still talking about cash. They might have a credit card or debit card. So you talk to Momo, they
Mhm.
already on, they still
Yeah.
stuck in that thing. So we already behind. So the thing about we have to catch up way more. And once we do that, once we able to do that and accomplish what we need to do in the toward the future, moving toward the future, maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll be worth it to go back and learn how to do stuff just in case. It's just like this, right? It's just like you have the people that have those like I won't say like not bomb shelter, but like shelter with a excuse me. The thing where you have like the doomsday when they got the canned food and water stack up and this and that. I consider that to be the same thing as learning to write a check and this stuff that we no longer use, whatever. That's the same to me. That's like on the same level as that. But until then, first, first we gotta focus on that moving forward. We got to focus on the cybersecurity. We got to focus on AI. We got to focus on humanoids. We got to focus on the moving cars. We got to get more of our people or more of people into tech. We got to get them into fintech. We got to get them into cryptology. So there's so much stuff that we're not
Yeah.
have the knowledge being privy of that we have to get into. 'Cause a lot of us, we still, oh, I'm gonna play basketball. I don't play football. I don't be a rapper. I don't be a producer. Nobody saying, oh, I want to build a fucking app. I want to build a bank. I want to own a bank. I want to create this fucking technology. We need more of those than
Yeah.
we need more entertainers and all the other bullshit. Like every time you go overseas, you talk to them when they try to reference to you and be close to you and kind of be empathize with you. They Tupac, Lil Wayne, or some rapper or some shit. It never this Jeff Bezos or this or that company holder or this billionaire. It-
Well, I think the disconnect where that's gonna be a problem no matter what is that the younger generation doesn't care. And even if you try to get them to care like about the Jeff Bezos and the fucking Warren Buffetts and the people who really like the richest people in the world, they don't the youth care more about flash and style and what's cool than what really is making generational wealth. So you're gonna always have more people going the popular route than the route of being like an app maker or being a broker or maybe being a financial advisor. Far as like when I say financial advisor, I mean like people who work in Wall Street, who work for Merrill Lynch and these companies who control rich people money and invest rich people money to keep them rich. It's just not a popular thing to the youth. And I don't know, maybe you have an idea, but I don't know how you make them understand that that's the route to take. Because like I said, especially with the youth, and you see it even in the foreign countries like where you at, that people love Western culture. They love the like you said, Tupac and this and this. They love that stuff. So how do you get them to understand that that's just entertainment? And yeah, you can make a lot of money on it, but it's far and few in between. And I guess it's far in between, it's even farther in between when it comes to what we're trying to get people to do, far as like you said, building an app or being like a Steve Jobs, you know what I'm saying, to these people. Like, what do you think? How do you think we can get the youth on track? And I know one of the things is doing what we're doing, far as like constantly putting it into our kids' life and doing the podcast and talking about stuff like that. But to reach a bigger masses, how do you think that you could get the youth to kind of like start changing their idea of what they think success is?
I think for the youth part, I think they already at it. I
Yeah.
think the youth is already just like you can see now. I think it's people our age and older who refuse to adapt to the new technology and new stuff, whatever. I think the youth
But you're
is
not finna
coming
change
in
them people, Bo. You're
right,
not finna change them people. You're
and
not finna
I
change
think the
old people like us
yeah,
to get onto that.
exactly. And I think the youth is easy more to influence because the youth they're the one that's watching the streamers. They the one that into their phone all the way. They the one that live on their phone. So most of them, they don't have a bank account. A lot of them just like if you like most times they talk about crypto, or whatever, it's usually the younger generation that like don't want a bank account. They gonna get Robinhood. They gonna get this type of platform or crypto platform. They put their money into crypto. If you look at like if you watch, I watch a lot of Dubai videos, right? Most of them millionaires, billionaires be like 21, and all
But
their money
you
is
see,
in
but
crypto.
okay, Bo, you gotta realize you're speaking about foreign people.
No, 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 no. These people
That's
that
only
moved
foreign
to
people who,
Dubai, these people that moved to Dubai after they rich, cause it's tax
yeah,
free.
but that's what I'm saying. Them people are a small version of the bigger pie. You're speaking on a small percentage of people. You're not
Right,
speaking on the large percent. Large percent of these kids in America don't fucking have Robinhood, bro. Large percent of these kids don't even know how bank accounts really work. You're pointing out the successful kids who had parents who kind of guided them in that way. But for the majority of the youth, they don't got Robin's fucking hood. They don't know about investments and they know about streamers, yeah, but most of the streamers that they follow, like Casanet, I don't watch Casanet like that, but I can tell you this: whenever I have watched Casanet, he has never talked about financial security.
right.
And that's who the kids watch. He don't talk
Yeah,
about how to financially become wealthy. He just showing them that hey, you can go on here, and if you're popular enough, you can make money. But he's not
right.
showing them financial growth. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, the people who you talking about, that's the 1 percentile or the 2 percentile of people. But for
And
the
think about
majority of
it, it
these
kind of
kids,
connect you right, but
especially
it
in the
kind of
Western
connects as
culture,
well because like someone like they don't speak of it, but if you ask them, a lot of them they more hip or they're in the era of them. Like, yeah, I got some of that. A lot of them don't talk about it, but they in it because it's just they grew up in. They are familiar with Bitcoin. Those they know who Bitcoin is. They know what Bitcoin is, whatever. So they already it become normal for them. So it's not really strange to us. It's kind of like new and strange. For them, they kind of grew up in the era, and they probably everybody in they they grow up with, friend group, whatever. They more familiar with that. It's a cool little thing they doing with this. Just like with
I'm actually excited. I'm actually excited to after the podcast in and we do a because I know they're going to clip this far as Riverside. I'm a when I post this, I'm gonna put a poll up, and
yeah,
I'm gonna put a poll to see how many youth really knows about financial. You know what I'm saying? These things that we're talking about because I'm interested because I think you're giving the youth more credit than I'm giving them because I don't think a majority of the youth really knows about Robinhood and knows about Bitcoin. They know the term, they heard it before, but I don't think they really know what that shit is. I think they just heard it before because it's on social media and it's on computers and stuff where they spend most of their time. But I don't think they're giving as much interest in it as you might think. And maybe that's just me
yeah.
being like, because I don't see a lot of youth talking about it. And I guess, but
Hmm.
at the same time, I
It
don't
depends on what
follow
you
a lot of
watch.
the youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I don't watch a lot of the youth in that space. So maybe it's just the fact that I don't be in the space where youth are talking about stuff like that. Now, of course, I done seen little podcasts or little short films of some youth talking about money management and money investments, but the majority of them, like we were saying earlier, the majority of them care about rapping and football and basketball and shit like that. Most of them still care about that shit, bro. That's the
Okay.
biggest
I
thing that
asked
they care about because they think that.
I asked
Go ahead.
Chat GPT, and it said the primary group using Robinhood is young. What's that?
No, but okay. The primary people that use Robinhood is more than likely that their parents have it set up for them. And their parents
Right.
is the one really using it, but it just have
Right,
their
but they don't
child
know about it. They
name
got to
as
tell
the
their parent to
recipient
set it
of
up
that
for
account.
them. They got to tell their parent to set it up
I
for
don't
them.
believe that. I don't believe.
No,
I
no,
don't
that's
believe
it.
that.
That, like
I don't
if you
believe that
every
kids
time,
are going and telling. I don't listen, Bo. I hear what you're saying, but you ain't
right?
gonna convince me that these youths are going to tell their parents, "Hey, sign me up for your Robinhood." I don't believe that. I believe that the kids that you see that they're talking about, oh, the most of you, their parents already signed them up. So yeah, it's gonna look like, oh, there's a lot of youth doing it because most parents make Robinhoods for their kids. But it wasn't the kids going out saying, "Hey, go get
No,
me
cause
Robinson." I don't
most
believe that
parents
shit
are
at
not
all.
even. They still old school thinking. So Robinhood more like they can't
No, you
use. I
thinking
need
about
you to.
old parents. Like you thinking about, you got to realize most of these parents now are young, Bo. They not our
Right.
age parents.
But let
Most of
me
the
put this
parents
out there.
are
Let me
fucking
give you the
kids.
age demographic right quick. Right. So it said the
Hmm.
larger concentration is in the age group of 25 to 34. Around 25% of all users are age 27 or younger, belonging to Gen Z.
Yeah, exactly.
65% of asset Robinhood are
That's
held
the
by
young.
customers under 43.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
so
saying, and
proportion of
that
users
proved my
from
point that
18,
most of the.
what is it? From 18 to
But you proving my
34,
point
about
that most of the
50%.
youth that's doing it, most of the youth that's doing it are the young parents putting their kids because they're having kids at such a young age, and we know
Right.
that their young parents are putting their kids on it because you got to realize we're the first generation that really knows about this shit. We are the
Right.
ones that anchored that shit. We the ones who got into computers and shit like that. Our generation. So our generation are putting our kids on it because we are into it. Now, yeah, our parents not into that shit. So and that's why I say those people are not going to change. But we are the
Right.
ones we're the ones who invested in our kids to have them already set up for that. But it's not like the actual 15-year-old is going to their 30-year-old parent or their 20-some-year-old parent and saying, hey, give me this. No, we the ones who know about it because it was
The
our
ones that like in
generation
their
that started
teenage
that shit.
years.
So we are. No, I'm saying that if because I wonder how long that these kids have these accounts that they're talking about because I guarantee you that they've been had these accounts because their parents started the account for them and taught them about the cancer. So yeah, it looks like, oh, the youth 18 to 27 are the ones that's using it the most, but it's because of us 30-year-olds and 40-year-old have put the account for them so that they can have it already, because we're the generation that knows about it. We're the one who started Robinhood, and our generation was the generation that started Robinhood.
Yeah, now generation one, they're not in it though as much though. Cause thing about most people check it out,
I don't
I had
believe
to
that.
tell them get in there. They're not invested. They still going off their parents told them of investing is bad. Wall Street is bad, whatever. So it's the newer generation that coming in
Oh,
that don't give a fuck about how it was. Then they see, oh, crypto. Cause most people invest, most of the young generation trades in crypto because it's fun. You don't need to know your customer thing. You can just download this app and get some money for your parents and start buying it. Check this out. It was this fucking, I think, a 12-year-old boy that did a rug pull on fucking on a crypto coin. Well, like he
no,
created
I
this.
seen that. I seen that
Yeah.
kid, but his parents was into that stuff though. He wasn't. That's what I'm saying. His parents had to know something about that. He didn't go teach himself about that stuff. He had to have somebody give him guidance, bro. Ain't no kid just out here just automatically knowing, bro.
YouTube University.
Somebody had some older.
YouTube University.
No, and it ain't even YouTube University. It ain't YouTube University. I'm guarantee you that it's somebody who was older. It might not have been their parents, but it's somebody in our generation that put him on to that. And he was just he probably did his due diligence to research it and learn it. But I guarantee you our generation put that shit in his ear, because that's because we're the ones who we're the generation that refused to be like our parents. We the ones who said, no, we not going to be like our parents. We the ones who said, no, I'm not going to follow what my parents do. I'm going to do it a different way. We was the generation that started that. So to sit here and not give us that kind of credit and think that we like our parents, most of us are not like our parents, bro. You know that. Most of the people our age ain't like our parents.
Who are you teaching though? Who are you teaching though? You're teaching the youth that
you're teaching your youth. You're teaching the youth. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They already coming in. They coming in knowing about it and using it.
Yeah, right, because the parents said no. They not coming in knowing about it just because they just knew, nigga. They had to learn it from somebody, nigga. They learned it from us.
Already into it though. They already growing up into it.
Yeah. No, I get it. They're way more into it. They're way more into it than us because we had to learn it the hard way. They just get it handed to them now. So they don't have to go through what we had to go through to learn it. Because like I said, we make it easier for them. That was the whole purpose of a parent. You're supposed to make it easier for the generation after you so that they don't have to go through the hoops and jumps to get to it. So now that's why we're at the advanced point that we're at, that they can just take it and like you said, they could just, because first of all, Bo, I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is something I know. A child of age can't even open a Robinhood without their parents.
That's why they need the parent. That's why they need.
And you know that a lot of these things. But the parent ain't finna quit you. So you think a parent gonna listen to their child and say, "Hey, go do this" without knowing nothing about it, just because they kid? How many times your kid done told you to do something, you just did it because they told you? You have to know about that shit. You have to have a complete understanding before you give your child permission to do that. That's what I'm saying. So it had to be us
and once you
that
get it, you
understood it
approve
for the child to be able to do it anyways.
And they do the figuring out on it.
Man, you think what parents you know? What parents? Only parents do that is white parents. Bo, let's be honest. Only parent give their kids that kind of fucking freedom to do what the fuck they want.
Who you think doing the most investing?
Is white parents.
Who you think doing the most investing?
That's what. But that's what I'm saying.
That's majority of the people.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're talking about. No, fuck white people. White people are not the majority, bro. White people been stopped being the majority, nigga.
Majority of the investors.
That's why they're trying to get white people to reproduce.
The majority of that's investing. You got that many black people investing.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You're speaking to us. But I'm saying you're speaking to that small percentage though. You're speaking about a small percentage because, like you said, the ones that's investing, they're not the majority. They're the minority. So I'm asking you, how do we get the majority to? Yeah, the white people that invest in, they are a minority amongst all people. Yeah, they're a minority. If only one. So let me ask you this. So if only one religion or one color of people is doing it, that makes them the majority. Yeah, they're the majority of the people investing, but I'm talking about the
That's what I'm
majority of
saying. That's what I'm
people.
talking about
Because my
investing. I
question
ain't
to you
talking about the
wasn't,
group. I always the one that invested
but
in
you gotta understand. But that's what I. But my question wasn't how do we get the people that's already investing into invest? That's stupid. I asked you how do we get the ones that's
the
not
youth.
investing to
I
invest?
thought you said there's
You're
the
trying to
youth.
talk about the people that's already investing.
No, I'm speaking on the youth. The
No,
youth
I'm
that's
talking about the youth that's
investing.
not in. But I'm speaking on the youth that's not investing. You're
Okay,
speaking on
I
the
thought
youth
we were
that's
just speaking on the
investing.
youth in general.
I'm talking about how do we get the youth that's not. No, nigga, why would we speak on the ones that's already investing?
And
We
speaking
don't
in
need to
general,
talk
that's
about them.
speaking in
They
general.
already
That's what
understand.
I was saying. The youth are
No,
still are investing.
but no, I didn't ask you it, but I wasn't asking you. I wasn't asking you a generalized question. I want to know. My question was, how do we get the ones that
Directly
don't
on the
know
who
about
not
it
investing.
and not investing to invest? That was my question to you. How do we
Right.
get the ones that don't know about it and not investing to get to it? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard
Yeah.
to get the ones that's not already a part of it to become a part of it. And like you said, like you said to me, our black people aren't investing in. Who you said was doing the investing? The white people. So what I'm pretty much asking you is, how do we get the colored people and their kids to
Right.
get to the point where the white kids are already at? Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. You don't tell me about the motherfuckers that's already there, bitch. I know that too. I knew white people was the majority of the motherfuckers investing. They always been the majority. I'm trying to get the rest of them motherfuckers to invest. And I know that's a tough question to ask you, Bo, because you don't even be in the Western culture like that. So it's kind of I kind of gave you a loaded question because you don't be over here in the Western civilization. So how the fuck would you even know how to get these these motherfuckers to listen? But I'm just thinking to myself
That still
because it's
goes
so
to the
important, you know, because it's
parents.
so important. What you're
It goes
saying,
back to the parent though. It goes back to the parent.
yeah,
It got to
and
start
that's what
there
I'm saying. But
because
I agree. But see, that's what I was trying to get you to get to the point that you have to have the parents
right.
show
So here's
interest
the
in it
thing. Two things
so
though,
that the
right?
kids show interest in it.
Here's the thing, right? It going two
I'm listening.
ways. It's either through the parents or their school. The school not finna teach you that. I don't give a fuck to it. The school not teaching that because they don't want you to learn that.
School, I'm about to
So it's
say,
gonna have to be
the
through the
school
parents.
not gonna teach you that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thing about it, I
So
learned a lot of stuff
exactly.
in school though,
So
right? A lot of stuff I never knew, I learned in school. And it wasn't like they taught at school. I learned it through classmates in school. Like he personally, oh, I got one of these buns. What the hell is that? Oh, my dad, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. I learned by the way of by ear or whatever. Like a lot of stuff like I never knew about till I hear from in school. Like, oh,
yeah.
she got that. Oh, Sadie parents get her this. That parent did that.
Mhm.
We learn through each other. But thing about it, it's gonna have to start in the household of
Yeah.
teaching that.
Facts.
So before investing was one of them things that's only
Exactly.
family talk. It was a family talk thing. You just go out and tell everybody this. Cause like the stuff you get on the internet now, motherfuckers
Yeah.
pay
Facts.
thousands, you pay thousands of dollars for it. And they don't want motherfuckers knowing this information. So this right here is already
No, I agree with you.
thing you gotta realize once you catch on to it, majority catch on to it, they go into the next one. In another couple of years, you're not gonna be able to profit off the
Facts.
market because there's not gonna be any inefficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have robots doing all that.
Yeah.
So the lack of where you get your entry point in,
Mhm.
those are the market being inefficient. So thing about it, it's gonna be AI. AI is not
But
gonna
with
have
it,
no slippage. What's that?
but you know what's gonna happen though, Bo? Because the one thing about us as human beings, especially people who enjoy making something, they're gonna find another way.
Right.
We're gonna be because that we are constantly evolving as human beings. So once you can't, like you said, once that AI take over and there's no super money that you can make from it, that's when a new platform, like you were saying, that's when a new app is gonna come out and a new platform is gonna come out because we are always trying to figure out ways to get more. And I think that's a dope thing. Don't get me twisted. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying you're gonna always people. The one thing I know is you're gonna always have a way to make money. Now, whether or not you decide to go follow the money train but you're gonna always have a way to make money because that's what's most important to everybody in the world is having more.
Think about it. Once they get rid of the middle class, that's when they might start pushing the UBI, Universal Basic Income. Well, mud, they gonna have the rich
Yeah,
get you gonna be
yeah.
filthy rich or gonna be poor or poor as fuck.
That
That's
means
when
crime gonna
mud be
go up
like,
then.
yeah. That we ain't gonna have those movies where they got the people that living in the fucking slums and trenches and the people that high up with the spaceship flying and shit and the vortex is protecting the rich
Mhm.
and they living on this side of the world and looking down at the poor motherfucker that didn't get in the XRP and shit. Be looking at y'all peasant.
They go. Hey, that's when the what they call it the post apocalypse gonna happen. Then that's
Yeah,
when the that apocalypse gonna happen, bro. Because the one
yeah.
thing what people not gonna do is let motherfuckers lead them behind.
Mm,
Motherfuckers ain't gonna let them do that shit. You already, first of
yeah.
all, you already see motherfuckers out here killing people for less than that. Motherfuckers now, I don't know if you be on point with what's going on in the Western culture, but these motherfuckers out here killing each other just because you choose to be a woman and you're a man. Look what they
Mm,
did to Charlie Kirk. They shot Charlie Kirk in the throat because he had an opinion.
right.
They celebrated Kevin Samuel's death because he had an opinion. So you think these same motherfuckers gonna let you build a vortex and lead them somewhere? You out your fucking mind, bro. You think too highly of humans.
I don't know. I don't think they I think by the time they
They tried to
realize it
take
be
Trump
already
out.
too late.
Remember, they shot at that nigga and they missed. Huh? It ain't hell. Listen, first of all, you gotta realize, and I don't think you realize this. You know, rich people got family that's broke.
They don't care about them. So they gonna
Now,
get treated right the rest of the motherfuckers.
you got
They gonna get left behind with the
listen,
rest of the
some rich,
motherfuckers.
no, some rich people don't make it seem like rich people are just these cold, heartless people. They got some motherfuckers that they love that's not rich, and they gonna try to get them to come with them.
If they
It's
look like
just
they
how
rich,
it
then they
is.
already
And when
part
you
of it.
try to,
Then they part of the
that's not how
riches.
white people work. That ain't that. No, that ain't how white people work. You know, one thing about a white person, they'll white people, they not like that. They not just gonna let you be rich because they rich, because they love you. Nah,
Exactly.
they'll give
So
you
you
the
think
tools
you
to try to
gonna
help
let
you
you
get
live
rich.
on the high side just because they can? Same thing. You gonna be over there with the rest of them motherfuckers. They not just gonna let you
No, no,
over there
no,
because
no.
they rich.
Because if you look at the history of white people, the one thing that they do is they scam and try to get motherfuckers to come along. Think about a rich parent. A rich parent could be rich and they try to teach their kids something. They will not give them inheritance, but they'll still give them the like, hey, go talk to this person, go do this because the white people do that shit, bro. Don't. I'm not gonna let you make it seem like white people. Nah, white people will do stuff because one thing about
Okay.
white people
So
is,
they'll let them be the security. They'll be protectors of them, motherfuckers. Instead of
oh, but
being they
yeah,
be
yeah.
rich.
And you guess what? And guess what's gonna happen? I'm glad you said that. When you let them be security, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna let all their friends in too that's broke, nigga. That's what you proving my point. When they give them that job to be fucking
Yeah.
security, guess who they gonna let in? They gonna let the other motherfuckers in too. Because guess what? They not rich. They got people that they love that's broke too. They want them people to go. Because why would you want to be the only broke person to go live with a bunch of rich people who gonna treat you bad? You
You
want
gonna
your own
adapt.
community too.
You gonna
So
adapt.
you're gonna let some of them motherfuckers in. Yeah, you're gonna let them motherfuckers in, bro.
You just like black
And
folk to
once
this
you
day.
what
Just like the black folk to this day. You ain't gonna let y'all nigga come on fuck our money up. You ain't I'm that token nigga. Hell no. You ain't let y'all in there. You seen old buddy on Django. Hell no.
oh
Keep them niggas
shit.
over there. Keep them over there. Don't
You
have them over
go,
here
hey,
fucking this
hey,
shit
don't
up.
bring that nigga around. Hey, he ain't welcome around my niggas.
Hell No, keep him up over there.
Hey, hey, now that we laughing, I just realized my cousin, I just realized this. She wanted us to talk about the young boy who was lied on it and he took his life. His name was like,
That
oh, I
football
don't want to say
player?
his name. His name was Kieran. Yeah, the
Yeah.
football player. She wanted us to speak on that. She told me that she wanted me to speak on that topic. Now that we talking, and I just thought about that shit. His name Kieran. Let me see what his name. His name Kieran Lacy.
Kerry Lacy?
No, Karen. KYREN LACY. And if you could put it up on the screen, because I don't know a lot about it. I heard about it. But I would love to put it up on the screen so
Lacy
we
was
can
never
learn
formally
it together
convicted
and see it
because he
together.
died by
Because I
suicide while
know
waiting
that
for his trial.
somebody
But
lied
Lacy's
on
attorney,
him
remember we
about
told you this.
something he did, and he was
Yeah.
so heartbroken about how people was treating him, pretty much saying that he did it, that he took his own life.
There you go.
Deadly crash involving an
Can you hear it?
LSU football player. Keep in mind the timeline here. Police
ain't
charged
started up
Kyron
yet.
Lacy with
It
negligent
still got the
homicide
little
back
three
in
dots
January,
going.
saying his
Oh, shit.
Nah, it's
Let me see.
still circling.
Yours circling? Mine playing it. Hold on,
Okay,
let's see.
now it done popped up. Go ahead and press the play.
All right.
reckless driving
I
led
think
to
I
this
have a
deadly
Once you do it,
crash.
it starts
Lacy
doing
was
the little
never
three dots.
formally convicted because he died by suicide while waiting for
Okay,
his
there you
trial.
go. I can hear it now.
Now, Lacy's attorney, remember we told you this last night, Lacy's attorney says he didn't do it. And he says this video you're about to see proves it. He says it shows Lacy was nowhere near the crash when it happened.
You're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Battery. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyron Lacy come to a stop.
That's that green car there, the green one seen at the end. Lacy's lawyer says he was more than 70 yards away from the crash when it happened. Now, the state police, they are putting out their own video today. This video, look at this. You can see Lacy's green Charger right here. Police say he drove illegally in the wrong lane when other cars swerved out of the way, allegedly leading to the crash. Here's what one witness said, according to this new video.
Did you see a green Charger flying that way? A green Charger that going that way?
There was a green Charger
There was a green Charger that
caused all this.
SRT8. He caused all that. He went to pass the cars way back there, sir.
The green Charger collided with these cars?
He went right into
NBC News reached out to Lacy's attorney, but we haven't yet heard back. I want to go to George Solis now, and this is a story that has raised a lot of questions with civil rights groups and more. The state's attorney general is now out with a new statement today, also backing up police, right?
Yeah, that's right, Hallie. What you have here is obviously a tale of two very different narratives. This all comes very quickly after Lacy's attorney put out that video package, essentially trying to say that Kyron Lacy was not at fault during this crash. Now, he never disputed that Mr. Lacy did go into the oncoming traffic lane. But again, the claim there was that he was a football field's length away when he merged back into the right lane, and that he was given ample time to course correct, essentially, and that he had no connection to this crash. And then again today, very quickly after that video surfaced, you had Louisiana State Police put out their own almost 12-minute video that not only depicts witnesses there on the ground after the crash pointing towards the green Charger, referring to Kyron Lacy's car, but also a witness statement that was taken there from one of those troopers, where again they point to Kyron Lacy's car, saying it was the Charger that caused all of this. And as you mentioned, the Attorney General, Liz Murrill, saying right now she is still reviewing everything from Louisiana State Police. But the facts of the matter here is that no one disputes that his actions may have led to this crash. She says every witness identified the green Charger Kyron Lacy was determined to be driving as having put the events in motion that led to the head-on collision, which killed 78-year-old veteran Herman Hall, which was the person that unfortunately passed away. As far as Lacy goes, well, he was supposed to go before this case was supposed to go towards a grand jury, but unfortunately, we know that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His own attorney saying that the pressure of this case may have been a factor in that role, but obviously just adding another complexity to this already complex case, Hallie.
That's for sure. George Solis, thank you very much. We should note if you
Yeah, it's crazy. The fact that
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this my. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I don't really have much to say because it's still an open case. Like I said, I heard talks about it through like Sports Center and shit. But I didn't, like I said, that's my first time actually seeing the video and hearing what people had to say about it. Like I said, my cousin just told me about it, and she's like, I should talk about it and see about it. So this is my first time getting any kind of information on it because I wanted it to be like in the now. I really don't know because, like I said, if you're saying that he was driving along the wrong side of the road, which will cause oncoming traffic to, of course, maneuver and swerve. And then, like, it's such a weird case because then they're saying that the actual accident happened over a football length away, and taking in consideration that the person who was driving is 78 years old. It's just crazy to me, bruh. Because I don't feel like anybody that old should be driving anyways.
Yeah.
Passing. I don't feel like somebody 78 should be in control of a motor vehicle anyways. You got just too much shit working against you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard to determine because if he was the sole cause of the accident.
But then he,
you know what I'm saying?
After the accident happened,
and that's what I'm saying. In one video, it showed him pulling up. That's what I'm saying. That's why they said he was like a whole football yard away from what the accident happened. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard to sit here and say, even if you say that, oh yeah, he was driving on the road side of the road. We done seen people drive on the road side of the road plenty of times, and that don't mean that people crash.
Yeah.
That doesn't give him the excuse, whoever did make the crash. So because what they're trying to say is whoever crashed and hit the 78-year-old man and killed him, they're saying we're not going to blame him because of what somebody else did earlier in the day.
But then the guy
and I don't know how that works.
He part of the crash, the one that said the green Charger caused this.
No, he wasn't part of the crash. He was just somebody who seen it. Like he seen the green car driving through on the wrong side of the
he was like, that's what I thought he was part of.
So he was saying it was the no. Yeah, he sounded like he just, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't a part of the accident. He was just, I think he was one of the people who was at the gas station who saw the green car driving on the wrong side of the road and then saw the crash happen. So he was like, oh, well, it's because he was driving, that dude right there in the green car was driving on the wrong side of the road earlier. So that's probably why these people crashed. Because what the problem is, when usually, and we know how people is, when you see somebody doing something they ain't supposed to do, you exactly, you stop focusing on but you stop focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on. Because you know how it is, when people see an accident on the side of the road, what they do? They start slowing the fuck down. They all looking over there, and then that's how other accidents happen, because now somebody who's still not paying attention. So like I said, what probably happened was this 70-year-old man driving, and he's like, oh shit, look at this goddamn youth driving on the wrong side of the road, then bam, somebody hit him because he done took his eyes off the road.
I'm confused,
now,
though.
I'm not saying that.
Did he pass before it?
That's why I'm confused too.
That's why I'm like, I don't get what the timeline is. Did he pass them and then they crashed?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
before he got there.
And then he circled back around. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause like from what it looked like he get into where the accident is late. Like it
Right.
looked like that nigga getting into the accident after it happened. But then you talking about the police showing videos of, and then they didn't show videos of the actual accident. They just show videos of him driving on the wrong side of the road.
Exactly.
So that's why I say I'm gonna wait until everything is out before I sit here and be like, the boy. I think the worst part about it is, and because youth, the way the youth is now, the fact that you will kill yourself, I think is what's really sad. That he took his own life. Because of what happened, because of the pressure and whatever it is that they said was on him because of the situation. And I'm pretty sure he was getting, because like I said, they was talking about it on Sports Center and stuff like that. And I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I didn't know what was going on. But you know how when anytime something happened, people gonna talk shit about you on social media. Well, before they know if you wrong or right, or, because it ain't no guilty until proven. Innocent until proven guilty. We all know.
Right.
Yeah, we all know that you're guilty until they prove you're innocent. It's not you're innocent until proven guilty, especially not in the eyes of social media and people. They're gonna judge you instantly, especially depending on what video they see first.
Right.
So, like I said, it's always sad when somebody get their life taken. But I don't know if I'm gonna make too many comments on this situation with him and what happened. I like to wait until all the information is out before I start condemning people and telling people who's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know he was wrong for driving on the wrong side of the road. Like that's obvious.
I think it's a clear example of how
I rather.
I was like, I think it's a clear example of how like you can do some crazy shit and that shit catch up and put you in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Facts.
And more can see based on that right there, that crazy shit that you did right there, they blame you for all this shit.
They blame you for every fucking exactly. And that's how I looked at it. I looked at it like, because it doesn't seem like he actually caused the accident, but because people saw him doing something he shouldn't do, they automatically gonna equate him to the whole reason. The whole thing started because of him. Even though that shit happened way after he did it, and that person probably saw him way before the accident even happened, because they see him doing some shit that they feel like he shouldn't have been doing, now everything falls on him. It's a chain reaction. And that's just kind of crazy because, like I tell people all the time, you drive aggressive passive because you don't know what somebody else is going to do while they're driving. So you always got to drive not for yourself, but not just for yourself, but for the other person too. You always got to be paying attention. Yeah, you got to always be head on the swivel when you're driving, because if you don't, you'll let somebody will fucking hit you, and now your whole day screwed. So you have to be an aggressive passive driver and be able to see and drive for other people. Like that's what I do the most of the time, and that's partly because I used to ride motorcycles. So you automatically have to drive for other people when you drive a motorcycle, because people don't see you. People rarely see motorcycle drivers. So you, as a motorcycle driver, you always have to drive for other people. But like I said, we don't know enough, but it's sad that the boy took his life, and it's sad that the 78-year-old veteran died. You know, he probably died not even due to the crash, just because his heart probably jumped out his fucking chest at 78 years old. Yeah, driving a fucking car, bro. You shouldn't be fucking driving a car at 78 years old, bro.
It's a motherfucker here like 56.
Especially a veteran.
Don't need to be driving.
Yeah, especially, listen, I tell my mom she shouldn't be driving. Like she know, but my mom know. My mom shouldn't drive at night. She's blind as a fucking bat. You shouldn't drive at night. You shouldn't, and my mom shouldn't drive long distances. I tell her this shit all the time, and she ain't 70 yet, but she's up there. And I tell her you shouldn't be driving. Her fucking husband. You niggas should drive at night, and you should drive long distance. Cause I feel like, cause we all know, as you get older, your natural things start to get worse. You don't get better as you get older. So there should be a cutoff age where you can't. I don't care how great of shape you in. You should not be fucking driving. Not an automobile. Not a fucking thing that, you know what I'm saying? You should give free. Old people should have free people that come pick them up and take them where the fuck they need to go. Yeah, free fucking transportation, bro. Free fucking transportation. I don't care how much you want to drive. Fuck that. Nah. When you get 70 fucking 8, 70, you hear that, bro? 70 fucking 8, bro. Ain't no reason the 78-year-old person should be fucking driving. Get you somebody, bro. Let your kids drive you. Let your grandkids drive you, your grandkids, but not you. I hate seeing old people driving, bro. That shit pissed me off. Hell yeah, that shit pissed me off. Nigga, when they're old, because they drive like they old. They drive like they shouldn't be on the fucking road anyway.
Taking forever to accept the Uber.
So, taking forever to make a turn. Taking forever to just go through the light. Taking forever to whatever the fuck they doing.
Yeah.
Driving 20 miles under the speed limit because they nervous about the cars. You shouldn't be driving, bro. You shouldn't be fucking driving, dog. And I know that has nothing to do with the Karen Lacey story, but I didn't. Yeah, they don't know how to. Yeah, like they easily, man, 70 fucking 8. Man, get the fuck out of here. You shouldn't be driving, dog. Whoever, and I, RIP to that man. And you know what I'm saying? I understand he got his license, so technically he can drive, but he shouldn't have been driving. Yes. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to make it seem like it's okay that he died or not. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we as people gotta make smarter the fucking decisions, bro. Whoever loved that man, that veteran, should have not let him be able. They should have not let that man be driving if they really loved him.
Yeah.
So, but maybe he's 78 and didn't have nobody, because they say he was a veteran. So we know a lot of veterans don't really have people that really be looking out for him. So maybe he had no choice but to drive himself because he had nobody to look out for him. So I don't know, but I feel like the 78-year-old man should definitely not have been driving. He probably would have died whether or not that shit happened anyway, just because he's fucking 78. He knocking on God's door right before he died. No shout out, no shade to him, but he was on his way to meet the Lord before that accident. I'm not trying to be funny, but he was knocking, he was knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's about 12. I don't want to keep you too long because I know what it's like. 1 in the morning your time. What? 2? Yeah. I ain't gonna keep it. We almost at 3 hours. I know you slowly starting to slip into that. I see your eyes closing and opening, it opens and opening.
Hey, go to that motherfucking daydream zone.
Yeah, I see you tapping in and tapping out. So bad. And plus, I want to do a podcast Sunday anyway, so we don't have to go the full 4 hours today because, like I told you, my cousin want to jump on Sunday. My Sunday, which is your Monday, which I'm glad you. My Sunday, which will be your Monday.
Okay, so it'll be like
because
Monday,
he want to do it in that
Sunday.
Monday, I want to say it's probably. I want to say it'll be Sunday night your time going into Monday morning.
Yeah,
I wanted to because I want to do it early. I'm gonna touch spaces with him today or tomorrow to let you know an exact time when he free, so we can set it up so you can know exactly when.
Cool.
Because he say the only day he have off is Sunday and he could do it anytime Sunday, but I don't know if he remembered because like I said he just did a funeral for his uncle last week. So
Right.
I want to see what his headspace is before we lock in the actual time and see if he still want to do it Sunday anyways.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, man. And it's almost time for me to get off soon. I need to go get lunch and shit because I ain't ate nothing and figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. I need to get this computer and all these school programs on this bitch before I leave too. So,
Yeah. I gotta give me something to drink and
but
I was
say
gonna
you
take
definitely trying to
a
get some drink.
now
You
some
finna go to
water
sleep,
because I be
man.
thirsty. Hey, I be dehydrated. I be had to
Oh yeah, listen, I keep a
yeah,
water bottle by my bed too, nigga. Like I get thirsty in the middle of the night
exactly.
too, bro.
That's why I bought a
So
thermo,
yeah, I be
one of
having
them
to go.
thermo thing. Cause I put ice in that
Oh yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah, I be
yeah, to keep
thirsty.
it
Now I
cool.
know
Yeah,
why.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like whatever that popular canister that's supposed to keep your drinks cold and hot. It's one that's supposed to be super popular that everybody going crazy over. I can't think of the name of that.
yeah. I need to
But
grab mine.
yeah, man, shout out to our followers and the people
Yeah.
who constantly showing support. Much love to y'all. Keep tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Lock in with
Yeah,
us. We always live. We always gonna give you that
baby.
hard truth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna give you a lot of jokes. And we're gonna give you a lot of our
Thanks.
personal life stories, whether you want it or not.
Whether you want it or not, you
Whether you
gonna
want
get it.
that bitch or not, we're gonna give it to you. You
We
gonna
ain't that
get it
strong there.
because that's
You
what
gonna
we do,
get it.
man. And we still gotta figure out what the fuck going on with Candace ass. She's supposed to be on that bitch. She ain't get on it. You know, Brown said he want to join us. We got to get
Yeah,
Brown on. He said he want to do it. We need to get
yeah,
Sarvraz back on again and have a real podcast with him, like far as full give him like the full experience because I
right.
was definitely fucking with the dog. We need to go ahead and get James and Brigman and all these other niggas on here too, man, and be
Yeah.
a part of that shit, bro. I just need to. I thought with the internet being at school, it'd be better, but for some reason today it was just wonky. But and the crazy part is nobody here, so
Right.
it's not like a lot of people using the
Internet and
school
shit.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, because listen, when I tell you it's nobody here, bro, on Fridays, most classes, most teachers don't even have classes on Friday. Only a select few. And when I
Right.
say this bitch be desolate, bro, I
Right.
literally been here. Only person I done seen walk past my office is the security.
Mm.
And that they were supposed to have a meeting today. But I guess they said, fuck it, we ain't coming on Friday. And
Right. Fuck that.
I am in a place where it get real bad snow. And
Right.
we having some beautiful days because the snow supposed to be coming soon. So I think people are just taking advantage of the good weather before
Before
the
the snow
shit start to
come.
hit the fan. Yeah, before that fucking snow comes. But shit, like I said, man, as always, I enjoy the podcast. Uh,
I just got
what
a
else I
text
want to
like
say?
damn. They're like, I'm about to get on. Y'all gotta start it early. Like shit, boy. We getting old, man. I
Who's
told
that?
come join us Sunday. Kurt.
Oh,
Like we
Kurt.
will
Yeah,
hop
tell
back
him to
on
come join
Sunday.
us Sunday. Yeah, hey, tell Kurt that listen, I know he first of all, he should be used to us getting on this early because this is the original time that we get the fuck on. You
Exactly.
know, a couple of times we've been doing a couple of times because what we
Exactly.
only did the late one only twice. Like
Yeah,
we
when
only
they
did the
motherfucker
late
wake up late. Yeah.
live. Yeah. It only been twice, but for the most parts, we always do it this fucking early. Like
Exactly.
shit. This late for you, but early for me. We usually always do it around this fucking time. But yeah,
Yeah.
tell him here he can catch us Sunday, man. He more than welcome to join in on that too. Because my cousin, he was military too, so he's gonna be able to,
Yeah.
and he had a different experience than us too, bro. So it'll be nice if he feel, and he said he cool with telling it, he don't got no problem saying it, but he could tell because he went through. I don't want to tell too much about it, but he went from a place where he got an dishonorable discharge and got it changed to honorable.
Mm.
So that'll be an interesting story. So he could tell from
Yeah.
that side of of the military. What's the name? Because he had a lot of trouble in the military while he was in. So we'll see. But all right, bro. Cut
Yep.
that live, bro. So
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
yeah.
cut that motherfucker live.
Got that shit.
Cut that shit.
Yeah, man. But this shit,
Oh.
ain't no shit hurt my ears that bad, man. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take my glasses off.
Yeah, I need yeah, I have to take my glasses off too because of this little piece. But usually when I'm wearing my headset like yours, I have to take off my glasses because after a while, even though I got cushion on that motherfucker, it start to hurt the inside of your, like right down behind your ear where it's sitting at.
Yeah, that shit
That
like
shit
pushing
start
into
to
my
kind of
damn
dig
brain.
into it.
I got a
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. It
imprint,
started to
glass
dig in.
imprint inside of my head.
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, I know the
already wear
feeling,
it
bro.
long too
That's
much.
why I was like, yeah. That's why I kind of like these I want to use these I started using these Google AirPods because they got, first of all, they come with noise cancellation anyways. And it just, I'm able to hear clearer through these and talk clearer than, like, because sometimes when I had the headset, it's like I can't hear you unless I pull the mic up to my mouth and shit like that. So
Right.
these are just, the headset is just better to do it this way. But yeah, damn, this bitch say it's still going live, man. What's